Right, guys, today we are in for some serious shit. Because last time we played this, we saw the paranoia of Denar, like, literally her turning against everybody for, like, I don't even know. I kind of would want to say no reason, but, like, no reason that's actually happening, you know? Oh, dude, I'm gonna be really interested to see what's gonna happen today. We are going to potentially, like, really see some shit happen. I just kind of wonder, like, what Nana's going to think. I really wonder what's going to happen if she finds out, like, Katie's actually been sort of, I don't know, like, spoiling the secret, if you like, of the whole things that could have potentially happened in, Mizawa, like, all the stories that she believes. I find it really interesting to think, like, Katie's whole viewpoint on it, like, that it's just a trap, you know? Just a trap to sort of, I don't know, mimic what's actually happening, like, just create a completely fake story. I'm really interested in, like, how it's going to turn out, you know? I really wonder. So, yeah, I'm excited to play today. I haven't actually played for quite a bit because, yeah, I've had some IRL stuff. I was going to play on Saturday, but, yeah, I was really tired, so I wanted to sleep a bit, but, yeah, I kind of slept through my alarm, so, yep, sucks. God, 9:53 p.m. I have never had a save so late. Right, oh my god, that was Thursday. I didn't play on Friday either. If for reference, it's 3rd of July now. Wow, I haven't played for ages. Dude, this is going to be really exciting. Right, this is going to be interesting. So, yeah, we're in Nenon's point of view. New chapter, new everything. Oh, dude, let's start this. So, they were mowing the grass near the fence, which was probably a couple to monitor the surroundings. I suppose you could think it fit like that, but just in case I tried to escape from the school. Yeah, she did. But they must have been thinking that. But they must have been thinking that would happen only after school was over. They seemed to have no idea that I'd already noticed their plan and was trying to run away right at that very moment. Oh my god, or it could be that they don't have bad intentions, maybe? Oh my god. Dude. Oh god. Yeah. Interesting. Right, I just need to do some, maintenance. There we are. I can use the front gate since they'd find me easily. I moved behind the school building, made sure nobody was around the curry garden. Oh my god. She actually has a garden for making. That's kind of sad. That's sad. Ran through it and dashed into the forest. Ah, got into the forest. Wow. I walked through the dense undergrowth, stepped on dead wood, and stepping on dead wood and climbing over fallen trees. God. After walking through the forest for a while, I came to a small road. I know many back roads in this village because of our club activities, and that knowledge had finally come in handy. Oh. Wow. I mean, to be fair, it is actually really helpful for her because she does genuinely believe that she's in danger. I mean, we don't think that she's in danger, but do you guys remember the Okonoki car thing? Like, that company, it's a ghost company. It's weird. So what should I do now? I'm sure the girl will already passed on my message to your sensei. Oh yeah, that she was ill. Because she faked to be ill, didn't she? Yeah. Those men must be going crazy by now, knowing that I ran away. I mean, I'm gonna be real. I really think there's just like such a fatal flaw in her thoughts. If these people were really gonna chase after her, then I think they would have like maybe upped their guard. Because like, if your target gets away, then that's literally game over for you. Literally game over for your plan. I mean, that's just like kind of a fatal flaw in her thoughts. But to be fair, she's not really going to think that. She thinks this is true. This is the definite. So yeah, this man must be going crazy by now, knowing that I ran away. School. The bell.
竜宮さんの総体を他に聞いている人はいませんか?
Before she left school. Everybody in the class looked at each other and shook their heads. Oh, so this is Katie's point of view now. Tia Sensei looked a bit upset that Nana left school early without telling her in person. Well, if Nana didn't think you were trying to fucking kill her, then yeah. Yeah, I don't blame her though. I mean, like, I wonder what she would. I wonder how she would react if like she actually knew what then I was actually thinking of her. Oh my god.
でもレナさん、最近はいつも体調悪そうでございましたものね。
Yeah.
み
Meep.
レナ、
She left her bag
カバン
here.
なんかどうしちゃったん？
なんだか
I have a bad feeling about this.
嫌な予感がするぜ。
Yeah, me too, honestly. I mean, God.
え？
What? I think I know what's going on. I'm not sure, but I have a very bad feeling about this. Shit, she must have taken another ridiculous story seriously or something. I hope she won't do anything. Oh my God, yeah. Oh, yeah, I get what you're saying. I mean, what if this sort of, you know, real paranoia? So, you know, what Sion did, like, she was kind of killing because she thought she was genuinely. No, she never killed because she was in danger, but I don't know. She killed to discover the danger, but I don't really know. If Sion was actually killing because she thought she was in danger, then it would sort of be like that, but it's not really. So yeah. Oops. Hurried home. My father might be at his new job, or he might have gone shopping. He wasn't around when I got there. Oh. Sus. Now that they're on the move, I'm no longer safe in my house. Shit. She really thinks that. God. They're very dangerous people. They're trained to be capable of attacking the Ministry of Construction. They actually pulled off the kidnapping of the grandson of the minister. Yeah, but the only thing is, like, I get that and everything, but, like, how do you know that these people were exactly the same? I mean, it just doesn't really make sense now. Like, why does she think that? Locked doors and windows don't mean anything to them. Yeah, I suppose. In fact, it'd be like I was hiding. In fact, it'd be like I was hiding in a box, which they could just open up to get at me. I can no longer stay at my home. It's very sad and very frustrating. I killed Nina and Debbie and finally regained a peaceful life with my father. How could this happen to me? I remember what Kidskin told me before. It expressed my feelings better than anything.
高野さんめ、とんでもない置き土産を。
Takano-san left us a huge parting gift. Why did she give me those terrifying scrapbooks? It's actually kind of interesting. Why did she tell me the secret of that unthinkable conspiracy? Yeah, she got me into this. Yeah, I agree. I didn't do anything. It's still Mio-san's fault. I kind of get what she means. I mean, like, all she was doing is just sitting at a library because she was trying to return some books. I mean, she started all of this, to be fair, but at the same time, then I did actually say, like, yes to actually receiving the books. But, like, who wouldn't? They look interesting. But who was interested in her stories? I was. Who let her continue talking? I did. Yeah, I did that out of curiosity. Yeah, but the thing is, like, if you're going to approach somebody in an interesting manner, then of course they're going to do this. Who let the memories of Ibaraki return and told Mio-san about them? I did. Yeah, I suppose. I depended on Mio-san, hoping that she could somehow save me from the memories I've been trying to forget. Oh. I mean, I suppose. I shouldn't have remembered anything about that bizarre incident. If I hadn't, I wouldn't have gotten involved in that unthinkable conspiracy and I could have just played around with my friends today. Yeah, definitely. But the only thing is she doesn't even really view, like, I mean, I'm sorry, but if you're going to have, like, a suspicion that could potentially lead to, I don't know, just, like, well, I mean, she doesn't even trust Mion anymore. She doesn't trust her, and, like, supposed to be one of her best friends. But even if I didn't know about the conspiracy, it'd still continue behind the scenes. I would have been one member of the mob running in a panic, not knowing what's going on the day of Oyasudo-sama's revival. I would have just been swallowed up in that conspiracy anyway. It is very interesting she genuinely thinks this is going to happen. I mean, to be fair, that's kind of the worst thing. We don't have any sort of... We don't really have any idea that this isn't going to happen. And there are pieces of evidence to sort of suggest that this would happen. I think that's the worst thing. There's evidence for the conspiracy, but at the same time, like, with the evidence, look at what Katie said about, like, the sampling, you remember? Look at how many test subjects there were. How many test subjects could she legally get hold of? Like, 1, 2? Like, under 10 maybe? I don't know. Not enough to collect valuable and reliable data. Would I be happier if I faced that day without knowing anything? I mean, I don't really know. Maybe, because you couldn't have... I don't know, because this is the type of person that beats himself up over things. I mean, look at the divorce things that happened. Like, who knows? I reckon that she probably wouldn't have to beat... She probably wouldn't beat herself up if she didn't know anything. But I'm not really sure. Would I be happy if I struggled knowing about it but ended up being swallowed by it? Yeah, if I'm going to end up the same way no matter what I choose to do, I'll fight. Interesting. I'll choose to fight. Yeah, I suppose the conspiracy would continue behind the scenes, but the only thing is, like, how do you know it would? But I mean, I suppose knowing about it's really bad because she can't do anything to stop it if it was actually like a thing that was genuinely happening, you know? God, this music's kind of scary. It was really quiet before, so I couldn't really sort of, I don't know, just be taken in by it. And I was talking a lot, to be fair. Choose to fight, because that's how I seize my happiness. Oh no. That's how I seized my happiness before. When Lena invaded my home, seducing my... God. I felt like it was the end of the world. I lived on the verge of despair every day. No, I really... I can see that. Must be so awful having to actually go through something like that. I thought that was the worst misfortune that could befall anyone. But the way things are going, it really wasn't that bad at all. What the fuck? How? Oh, there they are. I had only 2 enemies, Mami Ardina and Tepe Hojo. I knew my enemies and I knew how many there were. Oh, I suppose so. I lured them out one by one and I attacked them in the dark. It was a very easy problem to solve. Yeah, I suppose so. It's really annoying. My earphones keep on making this sound. Right, hopefully that will sort of stop it. But what about this one? I don't know who my enemies are. Yeah, I don't know how many or how strong they are. Yeah, I suppose. And I mean, especially because she thinks these people, they're literally like armed people, trained really, really well in the military that literally are capable of like the whole things that happen in Himatsubushi. Like, yeah. I get what she means in the whole fear factor. Even the people I once trusted might be my enemies. And that's the worst thing. I can't possibly be sure. It's totally different from the previous problem. Yeah, I suppose this might be the end of the world? God. Well, I mean, not like the end of Earth, but the end of her world, I suppose. This time, it really was the worst thing that could possibly happen. I mean, at least... No, I was gonna say at least people haven't died, but like, Tomitake? Mio? They have died? Mio. Takano. Not Mio. Well, yeah, Mio, but like, still, nah. I don't want to say that. It just seems weird calling Takano Mio. But is that really the case? With Nina, I felt like it was the end of the world, but I no longer think that it was that bad. Yeah, so this might turn out to be an easy problem to solve in the end, and I might be able to laugh about it someday. I know that day will come. I know it for sure. Yeah, but when? When? That's my question. Like, when is she actually going to realise that... Maybe Casey's going to tell her. Who knows? I swear to God, dude. My earphones are so irritating at the moment because they keep on bashing on my desk, so you sort of just hear that sound. Oh, that's really annoying. Yeah, there we are, that's fine. No, I don't know. How's this? I guess my that's fine. Right, I am getting my wireless ones tomorrow. Holy shit, this is not. So I shouldn't think about that this is the end of the world. Yeah, definitely. But the only thing is, I just really find it horrible that, like, she actually thinks she's in danger. But at the same time, there are things that are dodgy. So you can't really be 100% sure that she isn't. Let's fight. I can fight. I can still struggle. Oh, God. I'd eat grass and drink mud if I needed to. God. I'm not going to bet on the 1% chance, even though it's unbelievably small. I'm going to bet on the 1% chance, even though it's unbelievably small, that she's actually going to live and survive all this. Oh my God, so... If Neil-san didn't leave me the scrapbooks, I wouldn't even have been able to sit at the table to bet. Yeah, definitely, but I just really can't believe that. Like, she thinks Mio is, like, the entire cause of her dangers. Mio, again. Oh, I'm good at this. I was lucky that I received the scrapbooks because they gave me the chance to choose my future. If I don't fight, they'll spread the terrible parasite, and this village will face a great disaster. Yeah, definitely. But the only thing is, I just really don't get what she's gonna do. I mean, she's gonna work on her own, obviously, and maybe with Gacy, but like, apart from that, no, not with Gacy. He thinks this nonsense. All of these stories are nonsense. She's going to work by herself because nobody else is going to have the capacity to believe her. How is she going to do it? Yeah, it will face a great disaster though. According to the legend, when the demons first came out of the swamp, people became demons right after being affected. Yeah, but the only thing is, it kind of, you know, the thing is with Tomitaka-san, it is really weird that he actually got, you know, drugged and then as a result did the stuff he did, because, I mean, why would he be drugged? I mean, it's weird. It really is. But the only thing is, you really do wonder what could happen if that drug spread, because what she is saying, it is fair. And it happened while they were inside the village. Yeah. These days, symptoms appear only when infected people leave the village, but that only applies to the later weak parasite. The original parasite can reenact the case of Oyasuno Sama even when the infected are in the village. Oh, so I suppose if you think of like that, maybe the drug could have. I don't know, like that drug that Dikai tried to use to Shion, and the drug that Tomitaka's been somehow given. Maybe that could potentially be the drug in which the parasites are actually in. But the only thing is, if there were strong parasites in that drug, then these people, they'd have to have found the exact science behind these parasites, and secondly, they'd actually have to be able to reproduce them. It just seems so unlikely. But at the same time, that's the weird thing. It has actually happened, so I don't know. The legend of Oyasuro-sama will be reborn. Humans and demons will start killing each other, and Oyasuro-sama will come down to pacify the disaster. Now that would be really interesting to see if that actually happened. That's what they want. They want people to prostrate themselves before that miracle, and only the people who truly work with Oyasuro-sama will be saved. Yeah, I suppose. I see, I know their true intention now. They're going to reenact the legend of Oyasuro-sama. After all, the villagers always say that Ikatan is his reincarnation. The stage is all set. Oh, yeah, no. I suppose. That's actually really interesting she says that. I never really thought about that, but yeah, I suppose. They're going to use this parasite as the curse. Yeah. So how are they going to make it look like Oyasuro-sama came down to pacify everyone? Yeah, I know. That's what I've been thinking. It's weird. Because, I mean, let's just say this parasite did actually exist. how would you get that out of people's systems? It's just kind of weird. Or maybe what they could do, maybe with this drug, they've invented the drug, but at the same time they've also invented a cure for it. No, but the only thing is I don't really get how you test that cure, because, I mean, if you're going to have a drug that has parasites that their ideal climate is Hinamazawa, so if people leave, they just aggravate them, cause them into doing so much that they return. I don't really get if that would only be, if these parasites would only survive in human bodies, because what if they, because it just doesn't really sound like they'd survive in animal bodies, to me at least. So how would they actually, firstly, how would they test this drug? And if they were making a cure for it, because that's the only sort of rational explanation I can have, like, make the cure and the drug and then test. Maybe the testing was done to, what's his name? Tomitake? Who knows? God, this is weird. That would be very interesting if that was true, though, because that really would sort of get a real sort of new layer on the story, you know? I get it. They must have some kind of medicine. A specific cure for the parasite. Yeah. When they recreated the stronger form of the parasite, they found a cure for it at the same time. Did they? What? They're going to use this cure to save only those people who believe in Higurashi, and as a result, this village will only have those fervent believers. Oh, no, yeah, I suppose. But the only thing is, who's going to do it? Because I suppose you everything needs to be a hoax. Everything needs to have actors. Maybe it could just be like one potential person, no background, no special related things, and I don't know, the Renkuts of the Sonozaki family, and the Sonozakis want them to have a future because they can't make it themselves. Just do that, and then I don't know. No, because of this reputation, they could probably start a business, and then they could probably live off that. I don't know. Because the thing is, if they were the person that could potentially be like the... I'm being such an idiot. Rika is going to be the person who's going to be like... Within our logic, Rika is going to be the person who's actually like... I don't know, appointed to save everybody. They're going to make themselves the absolute rulers of Hinamazawa. I suppose so. Eek. Wait, I still might be underestimating them. Are they going to carry out that horrifying act of bioterrorism only inside Hinamazawa? Oh, God. No, I do kind of get what she means, but the only thing is where... No, how could they do it? Because you remember the parasite's climate is Hinamazawa. But I suppose... No, I suppose if they can reenact a parasite like that, they could... No, but the only thing is that they... I do kind of get what you mean, so, like, with really advanced research, this could potentially, like, become a worldwide thing, you know? Well, not worldwide thing, but, like, definitely sort of a prefecture-wide thing. Because I suppose they could collect data about the climate and then somehow make a species based on it, but it just seems so unlikely. I don't get how they do it. I mean, I don't even think in, like, modern 21st century science you could do something that advanced. I mean, I don't know. You can genetically modify species, which is probably what they do here. Because the parasites are probably... I mean, maybe the parasites would just be genetically modified maggots. Who knows? Or these parasites are maybe some sort of other being beyond our understanding at the moment. History proves that when their goal is to control others, people desire to spread their religion across a wide area. Interesting. I'm sure that they also conduct their research not only to bring back the primitive form of the parasite, but also to overcome its weakness, namely the only fives in Hinamizawa. Yeah, but the only thing is I just don't get how they would. According to Mio-san's research, the parasite doesn't like its host to be far from the region. Oh, it doesn't like it to be far, so I suppose its weakness is distance. If they can extend the distance, if they can extend the area where it can live. I wonder how far along their research is. Yeah, definitely, but in theory, maybe they could only just be starting it now. No, I think because of Tomitake, it could potentially be far. I get what she means. By now, the parasite might be able to live not only in Hinamizawa, but in Okinomiya as well. Or maybe even in the city. Oh god, in the city, that would be awful. Maybe the whole prefecture. It might be able to cover nearby prefectures as well. Yeah, but that's with the assumption that the weakness is actually overcame, though. I mean, the weakness is such a big weakness. It's really hard to fix. It's too serious just to call it a conspiracy. It's interesting that she says that because it is ultimately a conspiracy. It is. But the only thing is, at the same time, it does have it. Now, okay, I'm being kind of stupid here. Which conspiracies don't have, like, some sort of potential evidence? I might have just asked the most stupid question I could possibly think of. Could have possibly thought of, even. God. It's horrifying enough, and its scale large enough to call it a revolution. The day of revival is probably not far off. I can tell by how they gave Mio-san and by the extent of their pressure they're putting on me. I suppose so, but at the same time, like, this information is secret, it's confidential. It really could potentially, like, leak so much, and it could have such a big effect if it was actually, like, proven and spread around the village. So, I don't really think... It could either be that because the information is so valuable, they could potentially be putting pressure on her. Or it could just be that... Or it could be her theory. Or it could be none of them. It could just be, like, her getting the wrong idea of everything, which I think is probably most likely, but there are some weird things that would disprove that. I'm trying to get rid of the small fish bones stuck in the throat by any means, because that day is coming ever closer. Yeah. I'm the only one who can stand up against their revolution. Yeah, I suppose because Mio could. I can't trust anybody. I think I can trust Kizuki, but no one else. What about Satoko? Oh, let me guess. She knows Dika, so she's obviously really, really sus. Mitan is out of the question. I can't trust Dika-chan either. Satoko-chan and Dika-chan stick together like super glue. So I can't trust Satoko-chan either. I can't trust any adults. I can't trust anybody. But like, oh my god. I find it awful to think that she actually thinks this. It really does, because the thing is about this conspiracy, like, whether it's true or not, what is this going to do to her social life? No way, oh my god. I have to stand up against them alone. Oh god, now that is awful, yeah. That's one of the very awful things about sort of isolation, you know. The clock was ticking towards that day, and the ticking noise made me frustrated. Yeah, I suppose. That is a genius sort of quote there. I'll tell you what, because, you know, GCSE English, next year, year 11, my GCSE English, there'll be creative writing section worth 40 marks, because fun. I should steal so many metaphors from this game. Because, I mean, in theory you could. I mean, you guys probably don't know what I'm talking about if you're not, like, doing the same sort of UK study-related thing that I'm doing. Like, AQA, for example. But, like, in theory you could actually steal things from, like, anywhere you see, because how are they going to tell? How are they going to tell that it's not your work? I mean, I suppose if it sounds really difficult, really different to what you've usually been writing, and, like, if it just stands out, like, let's say if you've just been writing complete nonsense and then you just write that, but I wouldn't do that because I am actually really good at creative writing. I could in theory do that. I should remember that phrase. Yeah, I'm so gonna remember it. I'm just gonna be like, on the 3rd of July 2023, I played Higurashi no Nakukoro ni no Tsumihoroboshi hen. And I remember the phrase, the clock is ticking towards that day and the ticking noise made me frustrated. Yeah, no, it's just not gonna happen. I still fight against them. What should I do? Yeah, I needed time to think. I needed a place, a safe area where I could concentrate on thinking. I just think it's so awful that she doesn't think her house is safe anymore. I mean, how is she going to explain this all to her dad? Because she's going to soon enough she's going to have to, you know, abandon her house just because of how unsafe she feels. Fortunately, I had such an area already. My head out of the garbage dump. Yeah, nobody ever goes there, so it's safe. Even if they found out about that place, I'm familiar with its surroundings. I know escape routes and places where I can hide. Suppose so. But it has a big shortcoming as a hiding place. It's not hard to imagine what that is. I don't have any stock of it. Ah, interesting. Yeah, I suppose, but no, that is kind of interesting. But the only thing is, there's just such a thing. It's like, you know, doing a little bit of sneaky extra shopping, maybe. That's why I came home. Ah, so she's gonna steal the food? I opened one of my father's drawers and took out his cash box. Oh my god. The contents haven't changed since the last time I looked inside. Ah, that's really good. There are many new 10,000 yen bills in the cash box. I took them all? I couldn't tell how many bills there actually were, but it looked to be about 80 of them. What the fuck? Wait, so how much is 800k yen? Jesus fucking Christ, that's £4,354. What? That's insane. And she's getting mad about Nina taking money. I mean, I suppose different circumstances, but like, still, she should not be doing that because of how many thoughts she's had in the future. But to be fair, this is to save her life. She feels, at least. So, yeah. There should be plenty. I think that's not a very good word. Like, I think that might be enough. Plenty. If I waited them long enough to use all of his money, that would mean that I did pretty well. Plus, I might be able to. I might use it to buy someone off. You can never have too much money, especially in a situation like this. I suppose. I actually do wonder if, with the information she could have, I mean, the only thing is it probably wouldn't work because of how powerful she believes these people to be, but I wonder if she could do some degree of blackmail. Like, she could just say, like, I know so much information. But the only thing is she can't really do that because she doesn't 100% know if it's true. She thinks it is, but what if it isn't, you know? I didn't take the bank book. Yeah, good. If they were waiting in an ambush, at the bank, I'd be done for. But why are they going to do that? I mean, it's too risky to withdraw money in the bank. I mean, I suppose I get, like, that she No, I kind of get what she means, though, because you have to remember that what she's thinking at the moment here. And my backpack. I took the key from my bicycle. I bet everything I think it would be convenient to have in the backpack. God, I didn't care if I got heavy. I'd choose what was necessary to carry around later at my hideout. If there ended up being something I didn't need, I could leave it there. Oh yeah, I suppose. I looked at the clock. It had been 30 minutes since I came home. In those 30 minutes, you've stolen 800,000 yen? I just really can't believe that, like, she's stealing all of the money bills by one. I mean, like, what if his father actually does go to the cash box? Because you'd have to have input to put, like, 80 more in. You'd know that they're there. So, yeah, he's going to be a little bit suspicious if he finds out. Like, so stupid to do. You do not need 800,000 yen for food. Jesus Christ. I stayed here too long. Oh my, oh that's awful. Stayed here too long. I've rushed out of the house. I went to a small convenience store and bought as much sweet bread and canned food as I could fit in my backpack. Oh my god, I feel really bad for Nana's dad as well. I mean, what the fuck is she gonna think? What is he gonna think, like, when he realises his daughter doesn't even feel safe in her own house because of some, I mean, not really silly paranoia, but like paranoia, really. An old lady was at the register, probably suffering from dementia. She had no interest in the extraordinary amount of food I was buying. Oh. How do you know she's suffering from dementia? What? I mean, I don't know. I suppose. But, yeah, I don't know. But as soon as the manager of the store checked the sales that night, he'd find out. Oh, yeah, interesting. And I mean, I suppose from a sale that big of that much food, you could potentially infer that she could be, you know, escaping. But the only thing is... The idea didn't bother me because I can no longer walk around the village in daylight anyway. God. My backpack was full and the cans hurt my back as I walked. Oh god, I can imagine that. But that didn't bother me either. Oh boy. At the junkyard, I got to my hideout, still carrying the heavy backpack. I organised the stuff I bought. It was very heavy to carry, but now I had sufficient food. Yeah, the abandoned construction office still has running water, so I could get some from there. Wow. God, that's actually kind of surprising. Why would you abandon a place, but not cut ties with, like, the water? I mean, I suppose it'd be no costs, but, like, you would have thought just to have running water and a water supply, like, that would have cost a little bit, even if nobody would be using it? I don't know, that's just my thoughts. I wanted to get some vegetables, but in a situation like this, I could hardly complain. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you always forget, she really is like a nutritional eater. She's a cook, for fuck's sake. Of course she's nutritional. Who can cook and isn't, like, obsessed with eating nutritiously, let's be fair. After I organised the things, I took out the scrapbooks I had here and put my brain into Top Gear, flipping through the pages. Oh my god, it's a Top Gear reference. Nah. So now what? How am I going to stand up against this gigantic conspiracy? You know, I do really wonder if, like, Takuno meant... I do really wonder if Takuno meant, like... I wonder if Takuno wrote, like, some sort of thing... Some sort of advice, you know? To... if she was potentially like really concerned about if anybody read the scrapbook's news and the effects it could potentially have, like just for example, don't become paranoid, I don't know, it's just like everything that's happening to Dena, like just some advice. I wonder what she would actually think of that, or if she'd maybe not listen to it, or maybe she'd follow it, who knows. I needed to calm down, stay cool, but also to think fast. Yeah, there might not be a lot of time, so I'd have to hurry, but I don't know what to do. It's easy to run to school in the morning when I oversleep. It's easy because I know where I should go. But no, I don't know where I should go or what I should do. Yeah. Now that I've gone to this point, I should tell Roy-san everything. Oh no. I mean, I don't know. I kind of get what she's talking about, but I kind of have a feeling that's just going to make her paranoia worse. But it would be very interesting to see the takes Oishi has on this, because as a detective, he's probably never came across stuff like this. Just because stuff like this is so obscure, really. Who knows? It's highly likely he's an enemy. What? But that doesn't matter anymore. If it was true, I'd just declare war. Yeah, but the only thing is, if you really are in danger, then she literally doesn't have a plan at the moment. And yet she's basically, as she put it, declaring war? But if he was on my side, he'd probably be my only remaining hope. I'm far too weak to stand alone against the terrifying scale of this conspiracy, poised to instill fear through action. I mean, I don't kind of get what she's talking about, but the only thing is, I just think this is really too far, because she's really thinking that this is going to happen. But the only thing is about this whole, especially the parasite spreading. How are they going to do it? Like, seriously? Has there been any evidence of anybody outside Inamazawa getting infected? Because if there was evidence, then yeah, sure, I could see it, but there hasn't been. I have to use the public phone to make a phone call. Yeah, I suppose so. There's only one public phone in the village that stands at a place where it's hard for people to spot you. Oh, that phone booth. Yeah, I thought she was going to say that. Yeah, it's here. It stands in the middle of nowhere where nobody really comes around. Many bugs gather around the light when it's dark, and it's not a pleasant place to go to. Yeah, I suppose so. I can't think of any other public phones I can use to contact Roy-san without being seen. Yeah, but the only thing is about the whole phone call related thing. I wonder what she's actually going to do, because she's obviously going to contact Oishi, but like, they can't talk about things in this much depth, because Roy-san knows none of this. They're going to have to talk more. But the only thing is, where are they going to talk? That's my question. Angel More? Nah, I don't know. I hope not. God. Even though it sounds in the middle of nowhere, it's still dangerous to use in the daylight. Why? I should wait until nightfall and take advantage of the darkness. I suppose so, but the only thing is, if these people, like she's saying, are so devoted to finding her, you really think they're going to stop just because it's dark? Otherwise, has been holed up in the station since Mio-san's murder case, so I should be able to reach him anytime. Ah, right, that sort of answers my question there, yeah. I have the number for the direct line to his office too. Oh, that's convenient. This day was still bright. Even though I had no time, I still had to wait for it to get dark. Yeah, frustrated. I glared at the sunset. I should find something to do. Like, what? I couldn't waste any time that I had, so there must be something to do. Oh no, I have a feeling she's probably going to read the scrapbooks. At this point, the scrapbooks are genuinely dangerous. I mean, they're just going to make her more paranoid. They're gonna make her turn against her friends more. They're gonna, you know, make the belief of everything just get worse. They're not healthy to read for her, but she doesn't realise this obviously, so she is going to do it. But yeah, I've thought about what I can do. I found there was something I wanted to do. I wanted to confirm something I've been worried about. I couldn't do anything else before it got dark anyway. Staying here doing nothing would just make me feel more frustrated. I made my decision and left the hideout. Wow, I wonder what she wants to confirm. I wonder where she's gonna go. And I thought, oh no! Now we're gonna get, like, you know, the painful sort of reality and sort of effect that her actions are having. That was while they're paced up and down restlessly in front of his house. A bicycle appeared. Its rider ringing the bell.
駐在さん、ここです。ここです。
Police officer here, over here. Police officer from the Yamazaki police station had shown up. Oh my god, because he's probably going to realise that, like, you know, his whole yen bills are taken away from him. So he's probably going to think, that a thief has came in, and then, as a result, because Dena was there, kidnapped her, or something ridiculous. A police officer from the Yamazaki police station had shown up. Having rushed to get there, he was breathing hard.
お待たせしました。状況をお伺いします。確かに施錠して出て行ったんです。そうしたら、まず家の扉が開きっぱなしになってまして。
Naturally kind of surprised that then I didn't lock it, but I suppose, I mean, because she would have been able to get in with the keys. Why would she not unlock it? Weird. Let the police officer into the house.
それで、私の部屋の手提げ金庫がまんまとやられまして。
ご主人、これはその時のまま？触ってない？
Interesting. God, I just really can't believe that Dena is so aware. She's such a mature girl, and she's not dumb, no way. And yet she'd make a mistake as stupid as this. I mean, at the same time, I get that she doesn't really feel safe in her house, but at the same time, why would you believe that? I mean, I don't know. I suppose in, like, the gravest of situations, like a second wasted is too much, but not here. God, I think that, if anything, it just really shows how much she thinks she's in danger. I mean, if she doesn't even believe she has the time to sort of, you know, close something like that. God.
ええ、犯人の指紋とかあるだろうと思いまして、金庫には触れてません。ただ中身を確認したので、中のものには少し触れています。
Yeah. Oh god, when he actually realizes, like, oh my god, I really wonder what's gonna happen with her dad when he actually realizes like what she is doing. Oh god, but the only thing is, I really do wonder what's gonna happen, like, if she actually tells this to anybody else, because I just wonder what they're gonna think.
それで取られたものは
What do they take?
貯金通帳と印鑑は大丈夫だったんですが、中に入ってた現金を全部。
通帳と印鑑大丈夫だったんですか？そりゃ最近は通帳から足がつくと思ってプロは現金しか持ってかないんですよね。
I actually got to search up because I don't know this. What is a bank book? I don't know, I'm not really getting much. So it looks like a book that was just a book that is sort of, wait, hang on a sec. Yeah, it's a paper record. I don't know, just a book really that records transactions you've made on a deposit account. But I don't really get how having that can. Receipt side and payment side, interesting. I don't really know. I don't really get how that would be bad. I mean, the only thing is, I get that you wouldn't really want people to see your entire finances and just what you've actually bought. No, especially if that could lead to potential. I don't know. I don't really get what that could lead to, but. Yeah, I mean, definitely if you're buying parts from, or just things from, I don't know, just unknown sources, secret and confidential sources, I suppose that could definitely have a lot of impact for those businesses and potentially the operations that are happening. Wait, hang on, I wonder what would happen if you cancelled transactions and if you demanded the money for all the transactions back. No, you couldn't do that. You could you? I don't really know. I suppose you could do a lot with the MacBook at the bank though, because no, you could. In theory, what you could do with, I wonder if you could like get somebody else's bank book and just say, I didn't make this transaction, and just somehow believe that you didn't make the transaction. It was obviously somebody else, and then yeah, I mean, obviously it would. They'd probably like find you out because you're not the person that you say they are, but. If you somehow did a really good impression, or I don't know, some weird technology in the future that can actually like make you replicate somebody's biometrics, then who knows? Yeah.
こりゃだいぶ手慣れた空き巣かな。
Professional cat burglar.
金庫ごと持ってかないでこの場で開けちゃうって言うんだから相当のプロだね。で、お金はどのくらいやられちゃって？
ちょっと数えてなかったんですが、多分1万円札で100枚近くはあったと思います。
ああ、そう。それだけの現金が入ってることを誰かに知らせた？
It's going to be interesting if she has actually been told, like, then obviously.
いえ、誰にも知らせてはいませんが、あの女たちならこの家に金があることを知っていたかも。
It would actually be interesting, like, I wonder what Denon's dad is actually thinking in terms of who the culprit could potentially be, because if they knew that kept some cash in the house, I mean, not everybody does. But at the same time, I suppose it's... People would have cash lying around, but they wouldn't have that much cash, no way. But the only thing is, I wonder if, like, he could potentially be thinking it's, like, some of Dinar's associates, maybe. Maybe she was, I don't know, either bribed or just told some secret information about, like, what was actually in the house to them for fun and games. Who knows? I really don't know.
ちょっとお話を聞かせていただけますか。
実はあまりみっともいい話じゃないんでお恥ずかしいんですが、マミヤ・リナという女とですね。
I can't believe this, dude. I have literally not read this in advance. Wow. I literally predicted it though. How? Just then, the phone rang. Oh my god. Oh, I think it's really good that, like... Wait, hang on a second. Just then the phone rang. This may not be dinner. Who knows? I'll just go get
すみません、すぐ戻りま
Please
す。
give me a minute. You grab the phone. Right.
はい、
Hello,
リュウグウ
this
で
is
す。
Hugo residence. Right, this is gonna be... This here is either gonna really make things change, or it's not. Right. My predictions for who this phone call is gonna be. Lena? Tie? Tie or Lena? Or the principal? Right. I'm gonna bet 75% on Lena. 20% on Tie, 5% on principal. Right. Dude! You've gotta be fucking kidding me! Oh my god! You have got to be serious. I mean, okay, it's fair. It's fair, but like, holy shit. Oh, I'm so dumb for not having thought of that. Oh, that's really sad. Well, that's bet over. Luckily I didn't bet anything. Who would I bet it with? God, I'm cold in this vest and yet I still need water.
すみません。前原と申しますが、
Is Lena on there?
レナさんはいらっしゃいますか。
Oh, it's going to be really interesting because my father probably never thought about Lena until like this.
レーナはまだ
Wait,
帰
she
ってき
hasn't
て
come
ま
back
せ
from
ん。
school yet. This is probably going to be really big news to them. I wonder what's going to happen. No, she hasn't come back from school.
まだ帰っ
She
てない。
hasn't.
いや申し訳ないんですが、ちょっと今立て込んでます。遊びの電話でしたら、またかけ直していただけますかね。申し訳ないですね。失礼いたします。
You hung up after that. Damn. Fuck. Where are we? I was stunned. It didn't look like anything had changed on the surface. It's hard to find this place at all because it perfectly blends in with the surroundings. Ah, so she's going into the place in which, you know, they got the dismembered corpses. I wonder if they're still going to be there. I mean, why wouldn't they be? I only found this place again because I remembered there was a tree with a big lump of wood on it nearby. Oh. The spot where I buried the corpses was perfectly camouflaged, as if nothing had happened. Yeah, so... That's why at first I thought I came to the wrong place. But I can make certain once I stick a shovel in the ground. Yeah. I should be able to tell right away whether this place was dug up before or not. After several false starts, I found the exact spot where I buried the corpses. But the biggest problem of all is that... What? There were no bags in there at all. What? deeper than this? No, I didn't. I remember exactly how deep I buried them. I know I didn't bury them deeper than this. What? Okay, this is weird. Who? Shit. I wasn't expecting this. I came here to check the corpses. I just wanted to do that to kill some time. I didn't want to stay in my hideout doing nothing, so I came here to check if the corpses I buried were still there. I made sure that they were still there, and I feel relieved. It was supposed to go like that. This was such an unexpected turn of events. I broke out into a cold sweat. Yeah, no, I don't blame it. I can't believe this. What's going on? What is going on? I don't need to calm down. I don't need to calm down to think about what happened. Of course, this calm back comes alive and crawl out of the ground. Yeah, especially if that fucking police entirely mutilated. That'd be pretty weird if they could. Someone must have dug them out. Yeah. I suppose, but like, who? Who did it and for what purpose? Did anybody happen to see us burying the corpses here and did they take them out after we left? Or have they handed them over to the police? Oh god. Yeah, but the only thing is, if they handed them over to the police, they would be facing serious shit. They would not wait for something as serious as that. No, it can't be. Yeah, it's been quite a while since the day we buried them here. It was before the Watanagashi festival. Oh. So the police did find the corpses when Oishi contacted me. He had to know about Inara Tepe. And I find it interesting that, like, that is actually... No, but the only thing is, how does she know? No, but the only thing is I just don't really get why Oishi, as a police officer, would know about something like that and yet not, like, you know, punish her, arrest her. But he didn't tell me anything about them. Yeah, I don't even think he was hiding anything on purpose either. So that means the police didn't know about Dina and Tepe yet. Yeah, then why are the corpses gone? Yeah, that would leave only one answer. Who knows about this place? Yeah, one of us came back here, dug out the bags and took them away. Yeah, the first person who come to mind, Mion. I mean, the Sonozaki family, but I can't think of a reason why they would do that. I kind of get what you mean though, because I don't really think like Dika, Satoko, they're not really gonna want. Firstly, then I don't really think they're sort of tall enough, and secondly, I don't really think they would sort of have the power to sort of deal with a responsibility like that, and they wouldn't really have the room. But the thing is about Mion, she has the entire dungeon. Oh my god, the well, yeah, a lot of fucking places. Yeah, I can't really think of a reason why. Yeah, the murder of Dinar Deva has nothing to do with him. I'm sure they don't want to get involved either, let alone be falsely accused. Yeah. They must want to stay as far away from this case as possible. Yeah, the only thing is, if it isn't the Sonozaki family, then who is it? Casey wouldn't have any reason to do it. And the only thing is about this whole stuff, like, how would they get bags that reek of human meat? Let's be real. How would they transport them without being seen? Like, I just don't really get it. I really want to keep the corpses. It's just like keeping a Joker, even though you'll lose if you have the Joker by the end of the game. I suppose, but the only thing is she doesn't know about the well. If she knew about the well, then I think she'd reconsider. If I was me, what would I do? What would I do if I was club president? Oh yeah, I suppose Joker is a card that you want to get rid of, at least in a game I mentioned, earlier, but it becomes a powerful card in other games. shock ran through my spine. At the same time, I realise it. They are one step ahead of me. I think I know what she means. What if they could somehow use this dead meat to test parasite? No, they couldn't do it. The parasites have to have living matter. I don't really know, but I wonder if it could be something related to the parasites. As soon as I give Emily got the corpses to use them as a joker, as a wild card, they're trying to use them to sell me out to the police. The only thing is, I just don't really understand this, because if this was the case, then why hasn't she got caught already? As long as I keep Emily's trying to kill me using their death score, but they want to have insurance just in case they fail. I don't get this at all. Why would this... Okay, hang on. Why would you handing in somebody for a crime give you insurance? The thing that they're afraid the most of is that I might work together with the police. If they could prevent that from happening, I'd have nobody to work with. I suppose so. Yeah, because the thing is, would the police fucking work with somebody that's literally dismembered 2 people? No, they just shove them in jail. Probably a life sentence. Nah, maybe not a life sentence, but I don't know, I say easily of like over maybe 5 years, maybe even over 10, who knows? I don't really know much about prison. See if Google knows. Nah, it doesn't look like anything sort of... Is dismemberment a crime? That's actually something that people have searched. Let's see what comes up. Also, it's worse. It's actually viewed by society to be... Oh, right, hang on. Merely facial probation? What the fuck? Wait, hang on a second. So... Right, penalty. 6 to 30 years in prison. Damn. And a fine of up to $25,000. God. Wow. That is rough. I suppose it's nothing undeserved, but like, God. It really is a lot. If that happens, I can no longer run away from them. I'd still be a fish in their pond. use the corpses to sell me out to the police with the man of, and get bit. I don't believe that. If the police started seeing me as a suspect, they'd never listen to my story. Yeah, definitely. That could have been my last hope, but this will certainly turn them against me. Yeah. I wonder if she's... but I'm sure the Sonozaki family doesn't want to use their Joker unless absolutely necessary. It doesn't really... I mean, it just doesn't really sound like something that would happen, you know? Because, like, look at how much of friends, like, Mion and Men are. Like, you really think that the Sonozaki family would, firstly, approve of a friendship this little that they actually do something like this? Because what does the Ryuga family have against her, like, against her family? Nothing. Not like the Hojo family, for example. And they haven't killed Satoko for being, or not even killed, but like, well, to be fair, it's kind of a different case, but like, they haven't tried to get her in trouble, you know? Yeah. After all, someone like you helped bury the corpses. Yeah, definitely, so it could definitely have her name on it. And it could have so many other people's names on it as well. That'd be like her betraying the entire promise that she made in the junkyard that day. Plus, they don't want the police to hover around Hinamizawa when the day of revival is so close. Yeah, I suppose because she thinks that this could be the thing that's gonna happen. Yeah. I'm gonna always see tonight, and I'm gonna ask him for help. Yeah, I'm gonna tell him everything, including the things I haven't even told Keisuke. Damn. I don't know if Oishi will believe me. This is a gamble, and my chance of winning is very small. Plus, my worst enemy has the Joker. The bags with the girls inside. Yeah. I'm really interested in, like, the fact that she really thinks that the Sonozaki family is just the threat, you know? Yeah, I mean, I suppose it could be a gamble. Yeah, because at the same time, you could firstly maybe get something that could potentially lead into, you know, actually finding out about, Oishi actually finding out about her crimes. But the only thing is, I just don't really get why that would be the case, because they're completely unrelated topics. But I reckon the worst thing that could potentially happen is, like, I don't really know, because I just don't really get why the police would... I mean, to be fair, police officers do undercover work, so it wouldn't be that surprising, but the only thing is, it just kind of seems too unlikely, you know? I rest a meal. That's just what I expect from the leader of our club. Yeah, but the only thing is, it just doesn't really make sense. Why would the leader of the club betray her? This is a battle that I'm betting my life on, but this is like a board game taking place across Hinamizawa itself. Agreeing with Hinamizawa is just a game. Yeah, but the only thing is, if you believe that your fucking life is in danger, I don't think it is just a game. I put my life on the line for every club activity we do because I don't want to suffer the punishment. I suppose you could actually relate it to that. I do kind of get what she means. This time, that's become the literal truth. There could be only one reason why they're trying so hard to drive me into a corner. because they're afraid of me. But why would they be afraid? I mean, because the only thing is, like, look at how many things that Deno has said about just the forces she's trying to oppress against being so big. The forces that she believes, by the way, not the forces that could actually be existing. But they could be, but it's a very, very small chance, yeah. It's because they're afraid of me. Maybe it's because... Yeah, like this. I assume that was just a little girl with no power, running about confusing. But my enemy must not be thinking that way. If they didn't think I was a threat to them, they wouldn't take risks like this to try me into a corner. I suppose. I do kind of get what she means, but... The only thing is, I'm kind of thinking, like... You know, what if Mion was, like... She had no intentions related to this. What if it was just her being a friend, you know? What if it was her sort of just wanting to hide the bodies just because... Just wanting to, for example, take the bodies to the well and hide them so she has less chance of getting caught. Okay, that is actually kind of a fair theory, but at the same time, why would she not tell her? It just doesn't really make sense. Like, you would have thought she would have told her something that serious, you know? That means the scrappers Mio-san left me must be way more dangerous to them than I think they are. I see. They have a Joker. So do I. The Joker I have is so deadly and so powerful that it can break their plot into pieces. That's why they're so eager to find me. Yeah, but the only thing is I just don't really get how. Police, that's how. A quarter mouse really can bite a cat. I felt my fear towards my enemy fade away all of a sudden. Just as I fear them, so do they fear me too. So do they fear me too. So this is an evenly matched game. I don't have as bad a hand as I thought I did. I was right to come here. I found out about the guard my enemy was holding. This is a big deal. I found myself shiver with excitement. I agreed to encourage myself. Weird. I don't need to be here any longer. They know this place. They might come here to find me. How would they know she's there though? There's so many other places that she could be. It's not safe for me to stay here for long. I decided to go back to my hideout. Interesting. On the way back, I passed close to my house. I noticed something different right away. I hid behind a bush and looked at the front gate of my house. My father was talking to a police officer. Oh no, what's she gonna think regarding this? Shit. Father was talking to a police officer. I strained to catch their conversation.
はい。
Yes.
いつもはそこに止めてあるはずなんです。
She usually parks what there? Wait, no, hang on, I'm confused. Yeah, she usually parks it there. Father pointed to the place where I usually park my bicycle. Oh, no, because they all think she's missing. Oh god, that must be so awful. I really hate it, like, she's not stopping for a second to consider the potential effect this could have on others, you know?
わかりました。
Okay.
もしお嬢さんが帰られましたらご連絡をください。こちらの方でも探してみます。
Yeah, just look in the bush. That might be a good place to start. God, so awful though. It's really selfish this, but at the same time, like, if you really do believe your life is in danger this much, I suppose, maybe you could believe that. No, I just don't really know, because she could tell her father about what's happening, but in her view, we have to consider that could potentially, like, because they're not going to go inside their house to do it. They're just probably going to talk out there, and then she's probably going to dash. But or even if she was in her house, that she believes could potentially be game over for her. But the thing is, she's gonna have to tell her why she's gonna tell him. She's gonna have to tell him why she's actually deciding to disappear, why she's in danger, the whole context behind it. Yeah, I don't really think she's gonna have time for that just because of how in danger she feels. So I don't know. Mito, you're good. Did you already play your Joker? No. Oh my god. That's really interesting that she thought it was Mion that actually called the police on her. But No, it was her dad. Because he's naturally worried about... Oh, God. Neon always starts a battle by attacking without hesitation and wins. Seems like the police are already after me. Yeah, but the only thing is, it's not because they want to kill you. It's because you're fucking missing and your father is worried. I'm actually kind of surprised that she isn't thinking about these things, you know? My chance of being able to explain the conspiracy to Woishi was already very small, but this makes it even smaller. No. That's why I'm going to talk to Woishi. He sees the Sonosaki family as his enemy and is trying to expose everything about them before his retirement. That's why he'll be on my side. He's not going to fall for their trick. Of course, there's a very high possibility that everything was just part of the trap from the very beginning. Yeah, what's going to happen if that was potentially the case? Which, I know it's not going to be, but like, what if it would be, you know? Supposedly, he claimed the Sonosaki family was his enemy in order to make me believe that he's on my side. Yeah. But their joke was actually giving me hope. If Woishi is one of them, it would be too early to play their Joker. Woishi isn't one of them. That's why they got the Joker, so they can play it before I go to the police. Ah, yeah, I suppose. Because if you go to the police, if you make the police suspicious and obviously know that you've gone missing, then the police are going to be sidetracked and they're not actually going to think about like what she's saying, as opposed to like, and it's not going to be the main focus. The main focus is going to be like, why is she missing? Why hasn't she came home? I'd assume. No wait, that might be a trick to make me think that that way in order to make me trust Woishi. When Mule gives me two choices to choose from, it's usually far better to choose the one I like without thinking too much. Mule, after all, likes to guess people's intentions in order to confuse them. So when you think about a choice too much, you're already in a trap. I'm gonna do as I planned. I'm gonna go Woishi after it gets dark. Yeah. Thoughts are so ridiculous. But they're informed as well. She genuinely thinks he's... I think that's the saddest thing. I really do think that in Higurashi, it's always really, really sad that like the villains, they're all genuine. They're all... Well, not the villains, but like the people that have sort of like Sion, for example. I don't really know if you could call her a villain, but obviously you can because of what she's done. But like, all of her thoughts, they were genuine. I mean, maybe they were a little bit sort of obsessive and uncontrollable, but they were all genuine. There was no deception about them. All of the torment and anguish and pain she was actually giving to anybody else, it was all from her heart. That's the worst thing. And I think that's, for example, like here, it really is just the worst thing. Like, all of this stuff is stuff she believes. She 100% believes. It's interesting that Dana actually thinks that, like, you're already in her trap if you think about a choice too much. No, I suppose because you spend all that time thinking and you don't actually realise the... I don't know. You either spend so much time thinking about what's actually going to happen that when you realise what's going to happen, you don't have enough time to react and sort of get a get a grip on things and actually find out a plan to escape, because you can't really make an escape plan without fully knowing the risks. If he's gonna become my ally, we can talk about the future. Yeah, I suppose so. And if he isn't, yeah, that I realised was what I have to think about before it gets dark. My gosh, she's not even contemplated it yet? Wow. Ah, and that's the end, yeah. Yeah, so I wonder what I'm gonna do. Should I read this now or should I read it tomorrow? Oh, I really can't decide.
いえいえ、時間のことは気にしないでくださいよ。
You know what? Okay, I'm gonna have a little break. I think I'm gonna read it all tonight, you know? Why not? I mean, let me just actually think about this. So I'm probably gonna be reading until like midnight. Okay, it will make my day tomorrow a little bit harder, but only a little bit. It's fine. Right, I gotta do stuff firstly. I really am going to be very interested to see what's actually going to happen in this conversation. If anything's going to happen at all. Who knows? Right, do I have a long sleeve t-shirt? Should do. Wazam. I am a new man. Confirmed. I actually look so different. Right. Here is where the interesting shit is going to begin. Oh my god, dude. I'm going to be really interested to see what's actually going to happen. And I really wonder, like, what he's going to think of the whole mystery, you know? I wonder if he's actually going to be on our side, which I think he will be, of course, but it's not really about what we think, it's about how Dena perceives it, you know? What she believes. So here we go. No, don't worry about
残業代はついちゃいま
I
せ
get
んが、
paid overtime,
ち
but
ゃ
I'm on
んと
duty
勤
as
務
long
中
as
で
I'm
す
here.
ので。
Damn. I started the conversation with an ordinary greeting to try Gorgeous' reaction. There's a 50-50 chance Hoishi is one of them. Yeah, if he's there born, he'll either lure me out somewhere so he can arrest me, or he'll ask me where the scrapbooks are. Yeah, definitely. But the only thing is, he'd have to do a lot of sort of introductions, just talk before he can actually like make a leap that big, you know. But even if he did, that wouldn't prove anything. It's going to be difficult to determine if he's on my side or not, and I'd have to tell him about the scrappers no matter what. Yeah, I suppose so. But the only thing is, I wonder what, like, if the police actually needed to get these scrapbooks for, in terms of just finding evidence, then I wonder how then I would perceive that. Because would that make her believe that they're not on her side? Heart's being very fast. No, I don't blame him. It must be really stressful, this. Even if I was sure that always he isn't there porn, I'd still have to make him believe such a crazy story. And I'd have to do it over the phone. Yeah, definitely. I don't really get why she doesn't go to the station, honestly, but yeah. I suppose she doesn't really feel it's safe because of how much she's in danger. Worrying wouldn't do anything for me. Yeah, this is, I know, a gamble, but I have a very small chance of winning. If I didn't put my chips on the table, the game wouldn't even start. Yeah, and I suppose they win without her input at all. She'd win without her being able to do anything. No, she'd lose without her being able to do anything. They'd win. In her view, at least.
以前も少し話しましたが、やっぱり私、何者かに狙われてるみたいです。
I told you a little bit about this before, but I think somebody is following me. Oh, wrong key.
それは
Are you
本
sure
当です
about
か？
that?
ええ、
Yes.
以前まで
I wasn't
は
sure before. I
ひょっ
thought it
と
was
す
just
る
my
と気のせいかも
imagination,
しれないと思う
but
程度だったの
it's
です
changed over
が、
the past few days, and now I'm
昨日あたり
certain.
から間違いないと思うレベルになりました。
God, you can just see how serious she is about this. She genuinely believes it. Really is sad. But the only thing is, I don't blame her. What do you mean?
間違いないで。
数台の
A few
車
cars
が
have been following me.
私の身辺を伺っているようなんです。うちの1台は白いワゴン車で、造園屋に偽装した4人の特攻隊と思われる人間が乗っています。
They disguise themselves as gardeners, but they're actually attack units.
特攻隊というと、
Sonozaki family's
園
death
崎
squad.
家の暗殺部隊の
Ah,
はい、
yes.
おそらくそうに違いないと思います。 今日、学校にまで詰めかけてきました。あわやのところで逃れましたが、危ないところでした。
Interesting.
しかし、まさか竜軍さんが富武殺しについて嗅ぎ回っているとでも思い込んだんですかね。
Yep. Now she's gonna potentially. I mean, the only thing is like, I think because he's asking this question, she can, if she's thinking smart enough, she can definitely rule out that this means that Oishi's not on her side. Yeah, exactly. Like, he literally has no clue about them. Oishi hasn't mentioned the scrapbooks yet. It sounded rather unnatural to beat around the bush like that by mentioning Tomitake's murder. But as I haven't told him about the scrapbooks, it could be a legitimate reaction. Yeah, exactly.
実はですね、ついさっき嫌な話を耳にしました。もうちょっとちゃんと調べてからお耳に入れたかったのですが、お互い新情報を知ったら伝える約束です。
What? What could it potentially be? Oh, it could potentially be the.
ですの
So
で、
this is
と
what I
りあ
heard.
えずお話しておきま
This
す。
could be the thing with Nana's dad.
実は
Seems like the Sonozaki killed
沖宮の園崎組で悪い動きがあるらしいん
on
で
the
す。
move.
園崎組で悪い動きですか？
ええ、
Yes.
ちょっとショックな
We found
話
a bit
か
of a
もしれ
shock.
ん。実は
They ordered
若い衆に人探しを命じているという話なんですがね。
to find a certain person. This is weird. I hate this. So much of this paranoia is fake, but I mean, just not really fake, but just misconceptions that she sort of got. But this is real. I do wonder. No, I do wonder if, like, potentially, you know, the Okanoki Gardens company. I think they could potentially be after her. That could actually be confirmation that it is. Why else would they ask Katie if they've seen a girl that matches her description? Why? You guys remember that?
人探し。
Certain person. My heart stopped for a moment upon hearing that. Are they? Oh god, this is even worse for her because like her whole paranoia is probably being confirmed now, and she probably, because she thinks what she is thinking, because what she is sort of getting a confirmation on what she is thinking is an aspect of what she is thinking is correct, then that aspect, because of the secret information that they are trying to, I don't know, just kill over really, which probably could potentially be the case, or get her to hand over the scrapbooks, which why else would they do it? Why else would they try to follow her? That could lead into a lot of other things, like for example the information.
私も鬼を探しているのは
You're
あ
the
なた
person
ら
they're
しい
looking
ですよ。
for.
竜宮レナを探させ、まだ仕入れたばかりの情報なんで何が狙いかはつかめていませんが、あなたの名前が出ていることだけは間違いあ
Hang
り
on,
ま
that's
せん。
really weird. Why would they be mentioning that to the police?
私が身に危険を感じ始めているという話、信じてもらえますか？
ねえ、互いの話がきれいに一致します。竜宮さん、
Higurashi-san, what's going on?
これはどういうことですか？お心当
Do
た
you
り
have
は
any idea? I'm just so shocked. I can't believe this. Well, they're really looking more at the scrapbooks I have. Yeah. They want to know where they are and they believe that I'm hiding them. Yeah. They must be thinking that they'll be able to hide the information in the scrapbooks forever if they succeed in shutting my mouth. Yeah, I suppose so. But the only thing is, how would they succeed? Like, even if they get her now, she still knows everything that's in that scrapbook. I just really wonder what's actually going to happen to her. Oh god, if she gets silenced by, you know, murder, that would be the worst. I couldn't tell Oishi about that yet. I answered this question by just asking him a question.
大石さんの方で何かわかりませんか？
That is not a thing she should be doing, because if Oishi-san gets the impression that she could potentially be being evasive of questions, then yeah, that could drive into suspicion.
私には全然どうしてだか。
Okay, that kind of saved it there. That kind of did.
私だってわかる。その崎組があなたという個人を狙って動くなんてでも事実なんです。 信頼できる筋から得た情報で紛れはありません。
Who? God, I can't believe that. I mean, it's just really interesting that a Sonozaki army, a fucking army, a really big army, potentially, are just using not only just using like workers and trained soldiers. They're using resources as well just to capture one fucking individual. One fucking young teenage girl. I mean, it's just insane.
園崎組が私に関心があるのではなく、園崎本家が私に関心があるというのはどうですか？
It's kind of tricky because you can't really mention about the dismemberment related things, because if she's found out about that, oh boy.
こういった動きはめったに見せるものではありません。
Yeah.
例えば、組の上納金の持ち逃げがあったとか、そういうトラブルがあった時には、こういう騒ぎもあったりします。でも、それは大抵組関係の業界の話で、仇である個人が対象となるなんて前例がありません。
What kind of trouble could potentially be happening? Oh, maybe it could be trouble provoked by the fact that Renana has the scrapbooks and could potentially be leaking and could potentially be discovering information that nobody should have been discovering about their plans. I do actually wonder why Dokono was murdered, like, because, I mean, Irie, for example, they must have known about the scrapbooks before. So it's just kind of odd to me that, like, only now she's murdered, you know? Like, you would have thought it would have happened years ago, but no.
私がその貴重な一例目であるのは嬉しいですが、前例がないで済まされちゃこっちはたまらないです。
I need you to do something other than tell me what that they've never done this before. Oh god.
まあまあ落ち着いて落ち着いて。今度は竜宮さんが話す番じゃないんですか？
何をですか？
竜宮さん、園崎組がこういう動きを見せることは何かの誤解にしたってなかなかあることじゃない。心当たりは竜宮さんにとっては何気ない何かが彼らを誤解。私の読みでは連中、あなたが園崎本家周辺を嗅ぎ回っていて何かとんでもない事実を掴んだ、もしくは掴んだと思い込んでるのどちらかじゃないかと思います。
I mean, the thing is about the whole scrap-related things, it could potentially have secrets in there. I mean, they aren't fully confirmed, but they may be true. Hmm.
You
can't leave them to mobilize like that. You can't leave them to mobilize like that by doing nothing. We did must have been obvious to them. Are you sure you have them? Yeah, but the only thing is I just don't really get who would know about her getting the library and getting the books from Takono-san. But the only thing is, I mean, maybe the Sonozaki family could have either had people that were of Sonozaki origin in the library at the time, or maybe could have somehow got relayed to the Sonozaki family. Maybe the Sonozaki family own the library. I don't know. That could definitely explain it though. Is he my ally or my enemy? I still can't figure it out. This is it. Make your decision. You're gonna.
多分
Maybe they're after me because I'm.
私がミオさんのスクラップ帳を預かっているからだと思います。
Maybe they're after me because I have Mio-san's scrap.
ミオさんのスクラップ帳、そいつは一体。
If he was my enemy, he wouldn't be able to hide his excitement. Ah, yeah, good for her. She finally realizes, you know. I really wasn't surprised, but I would never see Oishi being a bad guy. No way. But his voice remained steady, and it didn't sound unusual when he said the word scrapbooks.
はい、実は私、ミオさんが殺される数日前に彼女と図書館で出会って、その時に意気投合して彼女に研究をまとめたスクラップ帳を数冊預けられたんです。
研究。
はい、ミオさんはひなみ沢村の歴史、そしてそれらを数冊のスクラップ帳にまとめていました。 奴らはミオさんを殺した時、スクラップ帳が何冊か足りないのに気づき、それを私に託していたことを気づいたのだと思います。
奴らの狙いはスクラップリュウさん。それは一体何なの？
ひなみ沢がかつて鬼ヶ淵村と呼ばれていた太古の昔についての研究をまとめたものです。お社様信仰の発祥について書かれています。
お社様信仰。人食い鬼の末裔が仙人になってっていう。
Wait, this is secret information. This is not actually things that people know about. I thought this was always common knowledge. In Inama's art, I'm actually really surprised about this.
ええ、ミオさんはその研究の中で、お社様その研究結果は、お社様を神聖であると崇める人たちにとっては、極めて
なるほどなるほど。信仰の特に盲信的な連中には、その研究の存在が許せなかった。
彼らはミオさんを消し、そのミオさんが最初のうちは私が持っているのかどうか分かりかねているようだったんですが、昨日を境に疑わしきは殺せという方針に変わったように感じています。
そりゃ好ましい以上、あなたの身辺を警戒させましょう。あと、そのスクラップ帳を拝見させて、高野殺しの何かの手がかりになるかもしれない。
Yeah, I suppose, but the only thing is, how is she gonna get them to Oishi? Because Oishi is not gonna go to the hideout, is he? No, I don't believe that. No, but the only thing is, if Oishi's actually seen travelling to the hideout by the corpse, then yeah, fuck, basically. There's only so many places you can hide, I reckon. What is the security detail? I wonder, is it like a police officer to be by her side? I don't know.
あ、いえ、その警察の内部にも奴らの手先が混じっている可能性が高いです。ですから、身辺自分の身は自分で守ります。あと、スクラップ帳も同じです。彼らはそれを抹消しようとするでしょう。たとえ警察の中であっても。
Yeah, I suppose. But the only thing is, wouldn't they lose their fucking jobs if they did that? But the only thing is, I suppose, if information is this important, they're going to prioritize that over their job.
園崎組があなた一人をターゲットに動いている以上、もしこれが園崎本家の頂上からの指令なら、その可能性は確かにありますね。
Yeah.
園崎本家が敵だった場合、悔しいですが、私たちの中にも内通者がいないとは限りません。
I do kind of get what like Oishi's saying, but the only thing is I just don't really get who it could be. Wait, hang on a second. I'm being really dumb. The Sonozaki family corpse are probably going to somehow break into the police station, which, don't ask me how the fuck they'd actually do that, but yeah, they'll probably just break them and destroy them in the police station itself, but I mean, I really don't know. How would they do that without the police seeing? It just doesn't really make sense, because I was thinking that they could maybe just disguise themselves as casual civilians and then just potentially lie that they have some sort of connection with Nakano-san and then get the scrapbooks to be shown to them somehow. And then, I don't know, just destroy them while they're being shown, like just completely rip them up or burn them or something like that. Maybe burning would actually be good because the fire could distract people as a result of being unsafe. But the only thing is, if you burn loads of books, they would not melt all the pages, they would only melt a select few. They would only have the time to melt a select few, so I don't really know.
そういうことですから、私のことは気にしないでください。
That's what I'm saying. Please don't worry about me.
それよりお願いがあります。とてもとても重要なお願いです。
Wonder what she's actually gonna say.
言ってください。
ミオさんの研究によるならば、今ひなみ沢の闇に恐ろしい陰謀があり、それが遠くないうちに実行されそうなんです。
Ah, interesting. So now she's going to tell Ozzy about what she believes. Yeah. I need a drink. Too light. Yes. Oh, fucking hell. There we are. Is that done? That's good. Conspiracy. Oh yeah, it's very interesting that she still thinks it's a conspiracy. She doesn't accept it as a true theory. Conspiracy. What's that about? God, that's all of a sudden. If I tell him everything, it's going to sound like a big lie. How though? Because this is serious. I should leave out the bizarre sound parts for now. Yeah, I suppose just easing him into it. It actually made the story more credible.
奴らの正体はお社様信仰の信者たちです。奴らは明治以降すっかり下火になってしまったお社様信仰の意向を取り戻し、太古の鬼ヶ淵村の時代のような厳格な信仰を復活させようとしているんです。
続けてください。メモしてます。
ミオさんの研究によると、お社様伝説の根底には大昔のある風土病の存在があるんです。その風土病の猛威がお社様のたたりと恐れられ、それを治療できる医者的存在がお社様と崇められ、村を支配した。
The village was then under his control. Yeah. Oh,
なるほど。続けて。
その風土病は土着のある特殊な寄生虫によるですが、長い世代を繰り返すうちに徐々に無害になっていき、 ご存知の通り、今では何事もありません。彼らにとって風土病が無害ではお社様のたたりがなく、たたりがなければ救いも必要ない。だからお社様の神聖性が保てないわけです。
それを復活させようとしたら、それはつまり風土病を蘇らせるということを意味するわけですかな。
そうです。奴らはお社様伝説をゼロからもう一度やり直し、お社様の降臨を再現しようとしているんです。そのため古代の強力な風土病を再発させる原始の寄生虫を研究していたと思われます。連続開始事件の正体はこの研究結果を試すものだったんです。そして富武さんに対して古文書に残る氏脇病を再現できた。奴らは5年かけて原始の力を持つ寄生虫を復活させたんです。
なんてこった。
奴らの最終的な目的はその寄生虫をばらまき、お社様に帰依する者のみを特効薬で救い、お社様信者のみの楽園を作ろうとしているんです。
それは間違いなく事実でしょうね。
このスクラップ帳にはその寄生虫がひなみ沢の人間のほぼ全員に寄生している事実が書かれています。医学的根拠に基づいていて、その寄生を間違いなく裏付けます。
信じられない。横領のババアめ、自分一人じゃ三途の川一つ渡らないのか。こいつは無差別テロだぞ。なんてこった。
I'm actually really surprised that Oishi believes this. He isn't, because you would have thought like he's learning something so just groundbreaking that he would be suspicious, he would question it. I mean, I get that she sounds serious, but like, even though she sounds serious, you would need to question the integrity of, no, sort of the credibility of information this big just because of how much it could potentially change.
本来の寄生虫はひなみ沢一帯にし、彼らはその競技の傾向からより広域にわたってひなみ沢だけにとどまらない。沖宮を飲み込むか、市内全域に及ぶか、県全体にまで及ぶか。
どうすりゃいいんだ、クソ。首謀者は誰です？
Yeah, that is a really good question. Who is behind all of that?
ひなみ沢御三家。 おそらくは園崎家の当主ただし、お寮が主会なのか、お寮すらも駒なのかは分かりません。私には奴らを奴らと呼ぶことしかできない。その規模も全くわからないんです。
その研究がどこで行われているかわかりますか？そこを押さえます。
I suppose it would be actually very interesting to see like what Oisy's findings could be. But the only thing is I don't really think they're going to do research this serious in only one place. No way.
それはこのスクラップ帳にも書かれていません。大石さんの方で
そんな寄生虫だのなんだのの研究をしてるってことは、改造拳銃ぐらいならガレージを改造して秘密工場にもできるだろうが、寄生虫じゃそうはいかないでしょう。
Damn. That's actually kind of nuts. Well, I was never intending to do that, but yeah, good to know. Oh, I don't fucking know. Well, it's actually kind of good to know because it's interesting. Yeah.
ミオさんは入江診療所が怪しいとひなみ沢の規模から見て立派すぎるのが前から不審だと思っていました。
はあ、入江診療所か。
I love those reactions. They need a specially designed facility with advanced airtight containment, among other considerations, to be able to research on dangerous parts of this one. Yeah, definitely. I just don't really get how they'd research it as well. It's easy to do is great. It's easy to do a great business research with a clinic facility, but it also sounds easy and a little bit cliche. Huh. At first, I thought they combined a part of the clinic into a secret research centre, but that actually sounds a little bit too unrealistic. Yeah. What if, in theory, the clinic could... Maybe the clinic's entire purpose is for research, but I don't know, they sort of use it for another purpose. Maybe just so it can actually have enough money to sort of... No, but the only thing is it doesn't really make sense to me where they'd actually get the time to do this research, because EDS' job is actually being a nurse. Well, No, he is a doctor. Being a doctor for the public. And when he's not a doctor, he's a baseball man. And when he's not a baseball man, he's a perf. he is not. Well, he kind of is a perf, but like, yeah, like it's not a profession. Nah, I'm just kidding. But like, it just doesn't really make sense to me. Like, where would he get the time to do research this big? I wonder. Anyway, I don't know where it is.
それはどうか怪しげなところを片っ端から調べられないんですか？
I somehow don't think that's possible.
ご存知の通り、警察は強制捜査や後付けで取ることもできますがね。間違いなくそこだという決定的な証拠があった時の話です。
In order to do that, yeah. Otherwise, he can lose his job and not get sexy retirement money. What's he as a police officer? If he's gonna work as a police officer, he has to follow their rules. Yeah.
でも大掛かりな細菌テロが計画されているのだけは事実なんです。 しかもミオさんの殺し方の請求さから見て、私は彼らが実行に移す X デーが近いような気がしてなりません。
わかりました、わかりました。こちらの方でも何とかし、そんなとんでもない計画なら、その先本家も一枚岩ってわけにはいかないでしょう。
Oh, that's very interesting. I never really thought about that, but definitely, definitely. Yeah, but no, I see what he means. I wonder if I don't wonder what would actually happen if, like, you had a Road Sonozaki family member. But the only thing is, it just doesn't really seem like something that would really happen. The only thing is, I don't wonder what would happen if Oishi actually sort of interviewed the Sonozaki family and interviewed the Sonozaki corpse as well. Like, I wonder if he could actually do that, or would that be impossible?
必ずどこかに胸中で反対している人間がいるはず。そういう人物と接触できないか任せてください。
Oh, maybe I have a feeling. The only thing is, I don't really get how he's going to do this without having sort of known the Sonozaki family. But I get the feeling that, like, people like Kasai, what's his name? Angel Malt manager that offered Sion a job. Literally anybody that sort of is in good terms with Sion. They're the people who I'm thinking of. Oishi laughed to try and cheer me up. I was upset with the work of the police before, but Oishi's positive reaction is very reliable. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. He's what you might go an outlaw. Oishi's greatest advantage to me is that he doesn't exactly play by the rules. Yeah. It's very encouraging that he has that kind of skill, especially since we have to act both very quickly and without conclusive evidence. Yeah, I mean, it is really sort of, because the thing is about these scrapbooks, I mean, they can't be considered evidence because they are just, I mean, I suppose they are factually based. They are factually based, but the only thing is they aren't definite fact. So, yeah. They're just the theories from one person, but they are just theories, they are just conspiracies, they aren't reality. And they may be reality, but how do we know that? Like, it isn't really enough. If they were genuinely written by some, like, you know, if these things were written by some genuine source, like, I don't know, maybe like audio, for example, then boom, evidence. But no, it's not. The police normally investigate incidents after they've happened, but that doesn't work in this case. If this incident actually does occur, it's going to be a big disaster. Yeah.
ミオさんはなんて恐ろしい陰謀を暴いたんだろうと恐ろしくなります。
気の毒な最後でした。隣の県の山中でドラム缶の中で気の毒なことです。そういえばちょいと彼女のことで変わった話がありましたね。
Do you remember in Watanabe where she was found after her time of death? Wonder if that could be this. Sorry, I'm really cold at the moment. I need to. Need to get my secret weapon out, aka my blanket. I never thought I'd be using this in the middle of summer, but now it's really fucking cold. So yeah, well, it's better than really hot weather, but like still, it's just kind of annoying because you prepare for really hot weather, but then it's really cold in reality. The weather obviously hates me. It hates me. Dude, it fucking hates me. Right. I want to reread a little bit of stuff that happened, and then I want to see the source that is going to be whatever the fuck this is. Right.
変わった話です。
最初何か事件に関係があるのかなって思って、今のとてつもない陰謀の話に比べたらさまつな話です。多分鑑識のちょっとしたミスでしょう。
いえ、聞かせてください。そういう約束じゃなかったですか？
いえ、隠すつもりだ。ただちょいと夏向きな話だったもんで。リュウさん、渡流しの晩覚えてますか？あの晩の祭り、あなたの仲良し5人組と富武、高野の7人で談笑してますよね。
談笑というほどではありませんでしたが。
I thought... Oh no, I thought... No. I was thinking that Nena left Watanagasi because he was really sad. Just with the whole, you know, new life and everything, just coping with it. Must be stressful, but no, I'm thinking of Tadari Goroshi. Yeah. Masatoko leaves. She doesn't... No, Maokasi even, where she doesn't go to Watan... She leaves Watanagasi because she's so sad about Satoshi. Or is that Tatari Goroshi when actually... No. She doesn't come to Watanagasi and Tatari Goroshi because of Tepe just, you know, not letting her. Just completely abusing her. No, and I think she did actually go to the festival, but she didn't stay there because she felt she had to be there. So... due to several of other women. Yes, we just talked to her.
少し話をしたような気がします。
I think. 高野の遺体が見つかったのはその晩なわけですが、隣の県警さんの鑑識では死後24時間以上って出ちゃったらしいって噂があるんです。でもそれだと話がおかしい。あの祭りの前の晩には殺されてることになる。
殺されてることになる。
つまり早い話が渡流しの日にはだからあの祭りの晩に会った彼女は実はゾンビだったのかな。なんてね。
This is weird. I mean, you do really wonder. I thought you remember the whole Tatari Goroshi thing, actually, coincidentally in that story as well. you remember the whole parallel world shit that Katie actually goes through, like a world that's sort of so nightmarish, but at the same time it's sort of similar to what is actually happening with him and what's happening with everything that's related to him. Like, for example, like, you remember when he was trying to kill Tepe with Satoshi's bat was gone from the locker, but at the same time, like, all of the things that had happened in that world hadn't happened in that world. Like, for example, Tepe was still alive. Or, I mean, I don't know, we never actually saw Tepe, but, like, no, he was alive after he was said to be killed. So it's just really, really weird. It really is weird, because you wonder if there could potentially be some other world shit, you know, involved. But it's just so weird. Yeah, but the only thing is, they did not make a mistake. Because you remember Watanagasi? You remember when we found that out? It wasn't just them as well, it was Mion. I think it was a lot more people than just Takano. It was, wasn't it? But I remember Takano being like the main one, you know? From my brain freezing over. Always love saying this sounded like a horror story from summer camp. But actually the fact that Miyoson's time of death was off backed up her incredulous theories. How did they back... How? I haven't mentioned this one to Oishi-san or Keitsuki, but if I did, they'd start to doubt everything else I'd said. That's how absolutely unbelievable this theory is. Anyway, the mismatch with the time of Miyoson's death means a lot. Yeah, what I mean, Miyoson came up with the theory and she proved it correct with her own life. Not yet. This doesn't prove anything yet. If the theory is true, it might happen again. Yeah, but who to? Oh, there's no way it can't be true. Oh no, she could potentially believe that this could happen to her. I still can't believe it. But Oishi just said it. He said that Mio-san was already dead on the night of the festival. It means that the Mio-san who was walking along with Tomodachi-san that night wasn't Mio-san. But how? Mio-san was already dead, so that wasn't her. That means she was... Quite a new sensation once, one I never felt in my life before. It wasn't an ordinary kind of dread. It was the fear of the truth. Yeah, no, I don't blame her. Because this is so weird. I mean, what could this be? It was the fear of the truth. No fear is worse than the fear of accepting the truth that you don't want to believe. Interesting. That's interesting. Never really thought about that, but I suppose. Compared to this fear, the fear of being stalked by the Sonozaki family or being burned alive in an old city. It's how deep of a fear I felt. And I felt it crawling all over my body. Ryugu-san, please listen to me.
悪いことは警察が信用できない動きも園崎本家は市内全域を牛耳っていますからね。署にも園崎家の御用聞きみたいな連中がいますし、それでも今のあなたは危険だ。
Yeah, I mean, fucking hell. I mean, I can definitely see this. I can actually agree with this. I mean, the thing is about, you remember with Katie. You remember in Onikakushi. You remember Oishi was just telling Casey that he was in danger. I mean, the thing is, he could potentially be in danger, but it's not really confirmed that he was in danger. It wasn't 100% confirmed, it was just suspicion, but this is fucking real. It is. But you're in danger. Yeah. Theory that she hasn't mentioned always your kids can. I wonder what that theory is. I wonder if this theory could be related. It's either going to be related to parallel world related stuff, or it's going to just be related to, I don't know, like the fucking ability to live without living. Become alive and dead. No, but the only thing is that I don't really get about this. If she was, let's just say she was actually burned to death in an oil drum, and then she was awoken and she was literally alive the next day. Firstly, I don't really get how, like, you're obviously going to have, like, really visible symptoms. You're obviously not going to be acting yourself if you've been fucking burned to death. And also, how are you going to get to the... How are you going to just, like, get out of the oil drum? And how are you going to have burnt to death? And even if the day after you're still kicking, like, how are you going to go to the oil drum? How are you going to get there? What's going to happen that's... No, because in theory, do you... I mean, it could actually be possible, like, the meal that was actually seen after that. What if she was still alive? So this theory is correct, apparently. Interesting. But it doesn't prove anything. But yeah, fuck if that happens again. Who to?
それで私個人を信用してはくれませんか。私以外の誰も知らないところにあなたをかくまいます。私をどうか信用してください。
Wow. Actually kind of surprising. Oh, I really hope Boise actually tells father about this, you know. If it actually happens. But the only thing is I don't really know if she's going to accept this because she has the junk girl. But at the same time, I have a feeling a place like this would definitely be more secure. Because she is known by, like, anybody in Namazawa to... Anybody in terms of her friends in here in Namazawa to sort of go there, you know? But the only thing is, I have a feeling that if she actually does accept this deal... No, if she doesn't accept this deal, sorry, then I have a feeling they're going to find out her out sooner or later. It's going to be very hard for her to be found out here because she has no potential connections to this place. And I mean, these people, they are fucking members of armies. I'm sure they're highly trained as well. I'm sure they can get information about out of any of the, you know, Hinamizawa lot if they try any of her friend group. I mean, if they threaten them with a gun, I think they probably would give it up. trust you at this point. I actually think he's very reliable. Yeah, I would have said yes without a second thought, but the situation has drastically changed. If Mio-san's death backs up this unbelievable truth, I trust Oishi. I believe you'll find the enemy and take them down. But I'd rather protect myself on my own than let somebody else do it. Can't believe that. If the unbelievable truth is real, that I couldn't trust anybody except myself. No, but the only thing is... No, even myself might appear before me too. Might appear before me? What the fuck?
大石さん、
Oishi-san, thank you so
本
much.
当にありがとうございます。とにかく
Anyway, please find
奴ら
their
の研
research
究所を
center and
突き
put
止めて
a stop to their
なんとか
conspiracy.
陰謀を食い止めてください。
Yeah,
私は
I'm gonna hide somewhere
しばら
for
く
a
身を
while.
潜めます。また
I'll
連
call you
絡しますね。 This happened on the phone too long. Oh yeah, I suppose she's under the impression that she can't let her guard down. Yeah. I've been using this phone booth with a light on, in the middle of the darkness. In other words, I've been telling everybody I was here. Yeah, but the only thing, this place is in the middle of the nowhere. I mean, she literally said that, so I don't really think she's that fucked. Oh,
もしもし
hello.
もしもーし
She hung up. Ah, so we're on Oishi's point of view now. She hung up. Oishi wanted to talk more. Wait, hang on. Is this Keiichi's point of view? What? No, it can't be. Oishi wanted to talk more. He clicked his tongue and put the phone down. Whose point of view is this, I wonder? Hang on a sec. Oh, it's Junior Kumagai rushed into the room.
おいさん
This song
やっぱりヤバそうな山っす
is getting really bad now.
竜宮レナを探させているのは園崎組葛西達義
What the fuck? No. What? 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 I can't believe this. I can't believe this. How? No, I really love what this book's doing. I mean, it's, you know, we're sort of feeling like Lena's doing now. Like, you can't trust anybody that you thought you could have trusted before. I mean, what the fuck, Kasai? Look at me, Akasi. You seem like the nicest and most friendly bloke ever. I can't believe he's... There's no way he's... What? I'm so confused. He's the last person I would have thought.
葛西園崎茜の懐刀じゃないですか
Tatsuyoshi Kasai was a pretty high-ranking big shot, even amongst the boss's younger brothers. Yeah. He used to be the boss of a subordinate branch, but after suffering a bad injury during a gang war, God, he stepped down. Now he's served at the boss's aid. Oh. Subordinate branch. So I wonder what this is, because this is No, this is Yakuza related stuff, so gang shit. So I wonder if a subordinate branch is like, I don't know, the equivalent of, for example, here, like a line, a subordinate line, maybe. I don't know, just like, I'm thinking like a massive county line and then just sort of a smaller county line that would sort of operate with that massive county line. That's sort of what I'm thinking the equivalent of this is, but I don't really know. Akane Sonozaki relies especially on him, and as her right-hand man, he's still feared even now. When Gosai moves, other gangs consider it as a declaration of war. Shit. They fear him very much. He's a warrior among warriors. He's been lying low these days, but he's led countless number of gang wars. God. He was also the leader of the professional attack squadron that went to the US to receive military training during the Dam conflict. Ah, interesting. They were crazy enough to think of attacking the Ministry of Construction for real. Oh my god, that must have been such a fucking threat then. I mean, my god.
情報や界隈でも相当な騒ぎになっているようです。リュウグウレナがその崎組にとって相当都合の悪いものを握ってるんじゃないかともっぱらの噂です。
Yeah, but the only thing is, I think if it's getting this fucking serious, then you really do sort of doubt what Gacy said. You really do sort of doubt the validity of what he said and what this information could potentially have in it that's true. Because I think a lot of this is conspiracy. Just senseless conspiracy. But on the other hand, a lot of this is really true at the same time. I don't know. I really don't know.
Joe 屋の皆さんもさすがに勘がいいですね。こりゃとんでもない山になってきたぞ。
佐藤さんは例の建設省とお寮の秘密交渉テープじゃないかって見てるみたいです。だとすれば人が死ぬ騒ぎになるっすよ。
So they recorded a tape and Mio somehow has that? But how? Theft. That's the only answer I can think of. Or just, you know, they wouldn't leave stuff like that behind, no way. Because it could potentially just be like, you know, dropping it somewhere and then some curious person finds it and then plays the tape somewhere. Yeah, this is more serious than that, what you thought. If our story is true, then this is a massive conspiracy. It's going to cause more than quite a few deaths. Oh god, yeah. Might destroy this entire village or even the entire prefecture. It's going to be the biggest terrorist strike in history. God. That can't be right, could it?
熊ちゃん、覆面パトを竜宮家に貼り付かせてください。
Arrange an unmarked control car to keep watch on her house. Ah, interesting, because of her being in danger, she probably believes that her father could be in danger as well. Interesting.
本日付で竜宮レナから暴力団組織に脅迫を受けている訴えがあったため、新課長には後で私から話します。
いえ、実は竜宮レナは駐在所からの連絡ではどうも家の金を何十万か盗んで雲隠れしているらしいんです。それから竜宮家の前には園崎組の車が1台張り付いているという連絡が。
What? I also had a phone call about a car belonging to the Sonozaki corpse parked in front of her house too.
バッカ野郎!
What?
なんでそいつは早く言わないんだ!
Oh god, yeah, I suppose so. Why didn't you tell me that sooner?
竜宮レナは相当高度に狙われてる。さっきの電話はいいじゃなかったんだ。
From her house then.
竜宮レナを至急保護。車回せ。
Get me a car. Shit. Yeah, god. I wonder if they know about the whole junkyard related hiding places. I wonder if they would actually find anything about the any sort of evidence of murder there. That'd be really interesting if they did, but how could they at the same time?
家の前に張り付いてる野郎を締め上げろ。おい。
And get some guys over there. Wait, they can actually arrest these people? Well, of course they can. Wow.
わけの何か来い。
Yes, sir. Detectives. Damn. Right, this is going to be interesting.
Eh?
Okay, that was not... was not somewhere I was expecting to be.
レナさんが家にいない？この時間に？
It's pretty late.
はい。
What? What are you doing here?
しばらく家の前で待たせていただきましたが、戻られる気配がなかったもので、一度引き上げました。
In ties with Kasai. Holy shit, that's gonna be interesting. Let's just say that. Fucking hell. Wait, so what did Kasai actually do? I forgot. Oh wait, Kasai was the one that... God, you can probably hear my mouse so loudly at the moment. Oh! Interesting. So, Kasa was the actual person who, of course, who did the order to find dinner, but as a result of being in front of her house to try and find her easily, he failed.
誰かの家に遊びに行ってるとかじゃない？案外、本家でお姉たちと一緒に部活大会だったりしてね。
I can't believe this. Maybe she doesn't realize. I fucking hope she doesn't realise, because if she does realise how much danger these people were just putting her in for, just because she has some... I mean, I suppose she does have really confidential information, so it is really serious, but still, like, there are more ethical ways to get information from just a completely innocent girl, you know? Fucking hell, dude. Oh, I hope Sion's not going to be like... you know, one of the bad people really. Sion was lying down on the sofa, picturing her sister and her friends fooling around and playing games like they always did.
一応それを疑って本家にも寄らせていただきましたが、いらっしゃられないミヨンさんもレナさんがお帰りになられないのを心配しておられました。
Interesting. I'm actually kind of surprised that like Mion would have been worried, but at the same time, she doesn't know. I mean, my God, she doesn't know how many suspicions Lena has of her. So of course she would be worried. She doesn't know any of her true feelings, and especially like I think Mion's house is like the last place she'd stay. Holy shit.
そうなの？
Oh, really?
どうしたんだろう
Well, what
ね。
happened to her?
はって。
めったにないことだろうとは思いますが、たちの悪いのに絡まれたのかもしれません。
Yeah, but the only thing is about Lena, I really just that is really odd. I think it's really good though that her hiding place in the junkyard. I'm actually really surprised about this because you would have thought if these people are so intent on have so much intent of actually catching her, then you would have thought that they would have got to know her. And I mean, the thing is, they have so many connections to her friends. They would have probably told. I mean, like look at Sion, for example. I wouldn't be surprised if she didn't know about if she knew about the whole junkyard related thing. I just really think they could acquire the information if they were really, really dedicated. But I just wonder if they are, or maybe they just want to half-ass the job. Who knows? It just kind of surprises me that like she's been able to get away with it, you know.
念のためレナさんを見かけていないかどうか聞き込ませています。
あの子に限っては大丈夫だと思うけどな。何気に強いしね。
Yeah, definitely. I just can't believe she's so happy about this. Her fucking friend is in danger. I mean, to be fair, if she is so happy about this, then it could just be a potential that these people are just going to stop her and then they're going to just ask for the scrapbooks back. But the only thing is, I have a feeling the danger's probably going to start when, you know, she obviously refuses, because she wouldn't give something like that up easily. And I think it would probably end with death if stuff got bad.
それはそうと、私に何の用だったんです？
Huh? Anyway, why does she want to see me? Because I took off his jacket. Sion only told him to see Denon because... Hang on a second. Sion only told him to go see Denon because she heard that Denon had requested to see him in person? Or is this... Oh no! This is the Rina and Tepe thing, you remember? Because I think Rena was actually going to try and speak to Kasai to... I don't know, I think it was just to sort of negotiate with the gang and sort of scare them off, you know, because he's a massive, really, really scary bloke. Interesting. So this has nothing to do with it. Oh.
言わなかったっけ？なんかね、葛西の落とし物を拾ってるらしいよ。お姉が言うには、レナさんそれを直接返したいんだってさ。おうおう、いいね。若い子にモテることで。
Nope. That's not it. That was a lie. I actually remember her saying that. That was a lie just to get him talking, but I'm actually really surprised that, like, because Sion obviously forgot to say. This is just interesting. So this is why he was actually parked outside. But the only thing is, it just really doesn't make sense as to why. I mean, I suppose, like, the thing is, circumstances were entirely different when this actually happened. But I just find it really interesting that, like, and now she remembers. And it's just really coincidental, those events. god. I can't believe that.
「堪忍してください。しかしご無事だといいのですが。
I hope she's all... The fuck? It's a little bit contradictory. What? How can you give an order like that and then say that? That's weird. Please, anyway, I hope she's alright. Right then, the phone rang. Because I answered it while listening his time.
はい。
Yes.
わかりました。直ちに。
At once. Because it sounded very serious and Sion immediately figured out who he was talking to.
誰?
Who was it?
お父さん?
Was it my father?
はい。
Yes.
レナさんを大至急保護して本家へ護送せよとの園崎本家からの命令です。
Oh no! Shit! Oh my god! Not only has that confirmed every sort of suspicion, even though they were basically confirmed anyway, but like, holy fuck! Either taking responsibility or murder. Those are the two things that could happen. But at the same time, I don't really get why she'd go to the main house just because of scrapbooks. Holy shit, she can't be found though. All of her suspicion. I mean, before they seemed kind of absurd, but now they're really sort of getting into play. You're actually really happy that she's sort of thinking this, and I am actually kind of happy that she's doubting her friends and everything. She's doubting everything because if she wasn't doubting everything, her life would be in so much danger. But for what though? Just because you know some conspiracies. Well, I mean, I suppose these conspiracies are very serious, but yeah, I suppose.
ばあさんの直令？レナさん、何をやらかしたんだか。ああ、爪かな。かわいそうに。くわばらくわばら。
レナがまだ帰ってないって。うん。
Oh shit.
実は聞いた話だと、レナ自宅を出てどこかに雲隠れしてるらしい。
It's very interesting how far news sort of spreads across Hinamizawa. But I suppose it's obviously going to do that because like Mion's going to go to her house, you know, see what's actually happening. I just can't believe this.
雲隠れ？どういうことだ？
あと、これはさっき入ってきた情報なんだけど、警察がリュウグウレナの行方を探してるって。
Yeah, but she doesn't know the whole side of the story. She doesn't know what she is actually.
なんだって？
なんでもレナの家の前にはすでに覆面パトカーが1台張り付いてるらしい。
actually kind of surprised that like she knows what an unmarked patrol car looks like. Because if it's unmarked, then would that in theory have no connotations with the no sort of connotations or indications that it could potentially be a police related thing?
村の中にもすでにサイレンなしのパトカーが数台入り込んでるみたい。
Yeah, no, I suppose because the police are sort of working on everything. It's like you have the police trying to investigate why she's running away from home and what could potentially be happening in terms of just like, you know, missing child and everything. Really big threat to her dad as well. Oh my god, can't imagine what he must be feeling. But yeah, and then there's the police that are sort of probably on look because they believe she's genuinely in danger. But the only thing is they don't know where she is, so it's kind of useless.
あと、君吉本家にも警察から電話があって、竜宮レナの所在を至急確認したいので、境界連絡網で確認をしてほしいと連絡があったって。
Shit, that could be potentially bad, but nobody's gonna see her, or at least we think. Who knows? I hope nobody does. Oh, I really hope she doesn't, you know, get found out.
ってことはまさか俺たちの隠した死体が見つかったってことか。
Do you think they found the corpses we hid? We hid them deep in the mountains. They couldn't have found them that easily. Yeah, definitely. That was 100%.
それは 100% ありえない。
100% impossible.
私が保証するよ。
おう、よく 100% なんて。
実はね、あの死体、園崎家の方で秘密の場所に処分させてもらったの。
秘密の場所？
まあ、そこは深く考え。あのね、私たちが埋めたあの山林、後でよくよく聞いてみたら、今年の夏に大規模な伐採計画があるって分かったの。だから、ちょっと私の方で手を回させてもらったってわけ。
そっか、お前、味方なら頼りになるけど、敵だったら怖いやつだな。
おじさんを誰だと思ってるんだか。
じゃあ、死体じゃないよな。一体どうして警察がレナを。
I'm just really surprised. So that theory about like Mion actually doing that as a means of protecting her. I'm assuming it's when she says secret places down the well, but oh my god, that's really awful because Denna now has like entirely wrong idea about Mion. But the only thing is, I do actually find it kind of odd, like the Somozaki family. These are the people that are also in the Somozaki corps. They're the same people that know about like what Denna has done. That could potentially be really bad. I don't know though, but it's not good that they know that, you know.
わからない。北条哲平と間宮里奈が竜宮家を食い物にしようとしてたって話は裏の界隈ではちょっと知られてたらしいんだよ。
I don't know, but it seems like many gang members knew that Tebe Hojo and Lina Mamiya Lina were trying to blackmail the Ryugu family.
そっちの角度からレナが浮上したのかもしれない。とにかく容疑者ってわけじゃないみたい。でも重要参考人とかって扱いではあるだろうね。
No, it's actually very interesting, like, because this is very valid, very valid, but the only thing is, I do wonder what's actually going to happen, like, if that ever does come into play and she maybe does get found out for that. But I also am going to find it very interesting, like, what would happen if no, I really wonder what would, because I have a feeling, just from what Mion has said, I do not get the impression that she knows about the Somozaki corpse and what they're actually doing.
どっちだって同じだぜ。くそ、せっかくレナは平穏な生活を取り戻したんだぞ。ここで台無しになんかしてたまるか。ミオ、俺たちでなんとかレナをかばおう。
No, no. Shit. If Lena realizes that Katie and Mion are together, she trusts Mion as much as I trust, I don't know, as much as I trust somebody with a bloody knife saying, I am going to kill you. Like, fucking hell. That's right in front of me as well, let's just add that. Like, yeah. Basically, in short, she does not trust her. Shit. Oh my god, if she sees Katie with Mion, and if she sees them in the same place, shit, that's going to be all of her trust for Katie gone. Fuck.
当然だ。とにかく警察よりも先にレナの身柄を確保するようさっき沖宮の家に伝えた。本家でならレナを 120% 警察から守れる。
100% guaranteed. I am shocked. I am actually shocked. But the only thing is, this doesn't really make sense because of what Shion and Kasai said. So they want to bring her to the main house, which I'm assuming they probably bring her into the well room because that's the room that the police would least expect, and it would be the hardest one to access. But at the same time, like, why did Shion firstly say the torture related thing about the fingernails? And secondly, why was she like, oh, has she been bad or something like that? And thirdly, no, that's actually kind of the point. Why in the van, Okonogi Gardens, something like that? Why were there 4 people? Why was the van full? And why were they trying to protect her? How would they get her into a full van? Or could that maybe the van is... No, it kind of depends. But I'm assuming those vans, this van that she's having is like one of those vans, you know, just with 4 people in. 2 people in front, 2 people in back. But I don't know. I really don't know. If this is the case though, oh my god. All of the stuff about the scrapbooks and just, you know, the potential, all the stuff about the scrapbooks, all the stuff about the conspiracies of Hinamizawa, all the stuff about hiding information, it's all false if this is true. Fucking hell. This changed so much. Shit, it's even worse because the police have the wrong idea as well because of then are thinking that she's genuinely in danger. Oh my god. But the only thing is, with the other side, they believe the police are the people that are going to make her in danger because they could potentially get leads on her crimes.
Lena をかくまうだけじゃ解決にはな。レナの嫌疑を何とかしないと。
Yeah.
そこは保護してから考えるよ。アリバイを証明する証人なんかいくらでも作れるし、本家に出入りしてる最高の弁護士もいる。
For the alibis as necessary, we have very good lawyers. Oh, of course they do. Very corrupt ones, I suppose.
Yeah. 私たちは仲間を絶対に見捨てない。
ああ、そうそう、絶対にレナを守って。くそ、俺ができるのはミオンに頼るだけかよ。情けないぜ。
Yeah, but you really can't, I suppose.
まあまあ、矢の道は蛇ってことだよ。
That person is better at it.
おじさんの方で手を尽くすから、ここは任せな。あと、村全体で警察の目をごまかすため、アリバイを作る。レナがゴグラのあたりで目撃されたことに警察の目が広域に知れば、それだけ薄くなるはずだよ。
I suppose so. But the only thing is I don't really get why. Because I suppose they could somehow find traces of formally dug up forest, but it just doesn't really make sense to me how they'd firstly know it's that one due to how obscure it is, and secondly, like, how they'd actually be able to sort of know it's that one and invest all their time into it. Because they wouldn't be able to find the corpses. They'd only be able to find, because they're probably stuck in the well, let's be real. I wonder if they'd actually be able to have access to the well. Who knows?
なるほどな。そいつはうまいぜ。
こんなのはダム戦争の頃はお手の物だったよ。絶対にレナをかばいき。あとケイちゃん。レナはケイちゃんのことは特にだから、レナの方その時にはすぐ保護してあげてほしい。
Yeah, definitely. But the only thing is, I do wonder if because the whole thing is with the Docono. Oh my god! I just forgot about something. The whole Docono coming to life thing. And coming back alive. That is so weird. God, there are so many things that are just with each side. They are so weird. That is so dodgy though. Her coming back to life. I really do wonder what the genuine cause of that is, and if her theories could actually be to somewhat degrees of truth. But the only thing is, she said she might not be able to trust herself because she could potentially just see herself. I don't know, maybe see her doppelganger. Maybe it's some sort of doppelganger effect theory. Because of parallel worlds, who knows? Oh, it just sounds so ridiculous. Give me a call right away. Yeah, I will do.
レナは強い子だからきっとこんな苦難も乗り越えてみせるよ。
Oh, I just really... I'm gonna feel so sorry for them when they actually realise like what Lena is feeling. How suspicious she is of her. Oh my god. I would actually be really interested to see if like Lena actually ever gained the courage to sort of tell me on everything. I wonder how she'd react and what she'd say.
So
yeah, I think so too. I hesitated to say something. Lena hasn't been her normal self yet. If she was her normal self, I'd have no doubt that she could overcome this. Yeah, no, I actually get what he means. But the only thing is they don't realise how bad this is. They don't really realise how much suspicion they've actually been having. But then I was deeply convinced that Docono-san's delusions are true. Yeah, I don't know if the Sonozaki family is behind the conspiracy. I'm not sure if she trusts the Sonozaki family to protect her. I somehow don't think she would. God, I'm actually really surprised because I so thought that Kasai could have potentially been a really bad guy, but no. He wasn't. At the same time though, despite all this, it doesn't really make sense why they'd order their entire army to protect her from the police. It just doesn't all add up. Like, why would an entire army need to get special resources dedicated to finding her and then protecting her from the police? I really don't get it. Interesting that Gaty thinks that they're delusions, but the only thing is about the mismatched time of death. You can't forget about that. I love that whenever we sort of think that everything's wrong, there's just another thing that comes to disprove us.
大丈夫だよ。私とレナだって仲間腹を割って話せばすぐに誤解。ケイちゃんだって私と話して誤解が解けたんでしょ？
Gaechan and I cleared up our misunderstanding? What was he talking about? But I don't know, but like maybe that was the thing. That was that friendship thing at the junkyard where she's still on top of the car. And then they hid the bodies. Who knows? But I'm actually really interested here because, God, she really, her idea of Lena compared to Lena's idea even, they're so different. I don't think she'd listen because I think because of just how sort of in danger she feels she is, she's not going to listen. No way.
よくもまあ、あんなとんでも話を信じたもんだよ。
まあな、我ながらよく前原圭一多分一生の恥だぜ。やれやれ。
Yeah, even after the promise of friendship we made, I doubted her. Yeah, and I suppose it is really interesting because this whole promise of friendship, it really was sort of it really had sort of began because of Lena. And yet she is the person who's sort of breaking this most. I mean, she doesn't trust any of them. But at the same time there is reason. So I don't really know. Like, why would you think about a promise when you could believe that one of these people were after your life? Like, yeah, it's not really not really, I don't know. Not really sort of a questionable thing. Barnazon was endowed with magic, and I think the Scrabblers who won't also carry a spell. Scrabblers can make people go mad. Interesting. I mean, I don't think it's made Lena go mad, but it's definitely made her very just overruled by paranoia and doubt and mistrust as well. They're forbidden Scrabblers. Nobody was supposed to read them. None was captivated by the power of that magic, even after Dokuno-san's death. I have to wake her up. I've got a very bad feeling about it. I really do wonder what he believes that Lena could actually do. Oh no, I kind of have a feeling that I know. What if Lena's suspicion, you know, and paranoia, it becomes so bad that she starts to murder? No, I really get what he means. Holy shit.
なんだか警察っぽいな。じゃあこれで電話を切るね。
Oh shit, it's the police.
お、わかった。
レナは今晩以降、ゴグラのあたりに潜伏してること、警察に何か聞かれても知りません、会ってませんで通すんだよ。
Oh, that's really bad. She could really get into some trouble for that, because misleading the police and lying to the police is actually a criminal offence, isn't it? If they ask you something, just keep telling them that you don't know anything.
Oh,
okay, good.
了解.
Myeon waited for my answer, then hung up the phone. After she hung up, I slowly started to feel that Lena was being consumed by some huge, unthinkable fate. Interesting. That's exactly what's happening. It's not only the police I'm worried about. I'm also worried because Denai's ensnared by the power of Dokuno-san's magic. I also feel that she might be suffering from incredible anxiety. I suppose so, yeah. And paranoia as well, and mistrust. Oh, right. Then I might be hiding in her secret base in the garbage dump. Ah, so I wonder if he's actually going to go there. The only thing is about the whole police thing that Mion's actually going to do. Because the police are genuinely convinced that Unana's in danger, like she is. She could get in so much trouble for that. And it's just going to be really awful for... It's going to be awful for the paranoia as well, because as a result of that, maybe that could be to get the police protecting her away. Trying to protect her away, at least. So, as a result, the enemies of the Sonozaki family can thrive, really, without any police, without any sort of worry about getting in trouble. But that's with the assumption that all the police officers go there. Maybe some are going to stay, who knows. Nana once told me that she used to spend time there when Nina-san was at her house. Yeah, she's told me that she hid the scrapbooks there too. Oh. If she's hiding there, she must be hungry by now. I should bring her something to eat. Okay, he doesn't know, does he? I went to the kitchen to look for some junk food. My mother looked confused.
母さんごめん、ちょっと出かけてくるよ。
Go somewhere, but I'll be right back.
こんな時間に
This time?
もう遅いからよしなさい。
大切な用事なんだ。
Very important.
すぐ戻るよ。
Yes, I'll be right back.
あとそれから、
If Lena comes over, I'll
もし俺が留守の間にレナが来るようなことがあったら、黙って俺の部屋に通してほしい。それからレナの所在を尋ねる電話が来たら知らないって言って切っちゃって。
Interesting. I'm angry that I was leaving in the house at so late an hour, but I rushed out of the house before she could say anything. Yeah, ran a flashlight from the wall of the garage, got on my bicycle and sped off into the darkness. Wow, because he's not even using a light on his bicycle now. The moon looked beautiful, but in a creepy way. I feel like something terrible is gonna happen. No, I get what he means. I don't know what it is, but I know it's coming. Something's gonna happen. The moon seemed to knowing just what that something will be. It looked like it was laughing at us, pacing back and forth in confusion. Damn it. Laugh at us all you want. Laugh at this funny story as much as you want. I'm not gonna laugh. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna smash through whatever fate is waiting for us. Ah. Well, good luck. I mean, if you convince Denna, then boom, that's everything solved. But the only thing is I just don't really think that's going to be easy, you know? Then I hope you're there. It was making a lousy noise as I pedaled. Damn it, even my bicycle was laughing at us. Oh, dude, that's gonna be so interesting to find out what happens tomorrow. I just wonder. Oh my god, I can't wait for that. Oh, dude. Them. I'm not gonna lie, I think that is the best name for a tip I have ever found. Dude, I can't wait. Village of the Body Snatch. Realise how deep the conspiracy really don't. I suppose so, yeah. I find it very interesting that the text that Lena's actually been saying in her viewpoint, it's been getting more and more progressively read. Because I remember at a point where, because I remember always in my head that it looks really pink, so I always used to mistake it for white. But now it's fucking red. It's just really interesting that. Maybe that could be an indication that things are just getting worse. God, dude, that was such an interesting read. Oh, it's just so interesting seeing everything from different point of views. Right, them. I wonder if this is going to be about Dokono. Ah. Oh, so this is going to be about... No, because she was going to hide in her... Wait, hang on. Hang on a sec. Did we actually get any insight as to what happened with Lenon? Oh, fuck, I lost it. Because I went here, but... Did we actually get any insight into what happened when she finished the phone call? Because if I remember correctly, we went to Kasai's point of view and then we went to Keiji and Mion. We didn't actually get anything like, yeah, I think this is, I finished Oishi on the phone and soon left the phone booth. I realised something and a chill ran through my body. I was in a phone booth that stood out tremendously in the dark. Yeah, somebody must have seen me. I was certain I was being watched. I saw glowing eyes staring at me in the dark. It wasn't human? Was it an illusion? No, I knew who they were. They were the ones controlling the 3 families who ruled in the dark. Sato was too low for it to be human. This outline was fake. Fake. I knew from the past records that they were physically frail. The silhouette, which indicated his inhuman appearance, was unbelievably unrealistic. This is weird. That she assumes these eyes are somehow connected to the 3 families. Past records. The eyes were physically. That's what? I'm gonna be real. I think it's really interesting that like these outlines are fuzzy, well, vague. Eye levels are too low. I really do think because these really are sort of worse quality, if you like, and they really are sort of not in depth and unbelievably unrealistic, like she says. I really do wonder if this could be a hallucination induced by, you know, just how much is going on in terms of her mistrust. But I don't know, I thought hallucinations were a lot more serious than stuff like this, but I don't really know. This is really, really bad scale. We can't forget that. Especially as protruding. Wait, what does protruding mean actually? Sticking out. To stick out all through something. Interesting. What? One of the scrappers I received from Miyazaki described their appearance in detail. Tsumihoroboshi indicated sounds unbelievably unrealistic, especially its protruding eyes. The rivals are pure red like blood and their bodies smell like ammonia. Even though some of them have, at times, been captured around the boat, one of them melted or disappeared, leaving no trace behind. How can they melt or disappear? No trace remaining of the masks, proving their descent to Earth. There is no way these are aliens, and there's There's no way these are real. I reckon what this is her reading something and her having hallucination characterized on what she's read. Because the thing is about this, it's actually, I think it's had to have had a really big effect on her mind, and a really big effect on how she views the dangers of phenomena and what she considers a threat. Because I wonder if this could be the mind taking the form of something it's previously learnt about. Because the mind wouldn't just, like, let's say if it has a hallucination. Let's say if I had a hallucination and I imagined something to be there that I wouldn't. Would I imagine something I've literally never thought of? Or would I imagine something that could be really, really interesting to me or really significant to me? Like, I think that's why. I think it's characterised by what she's read. Right then, the impossible, unrealistic silhouette took a step closer and got closer and closer towards me. Okay, that is... What? Okay, this is weird, actually. How can this hallucination crunch gravel? I mean, at the same time, if it's literally... because delusional parasitosis is actually a real thing, where you can imagine like sort of, or parasites roaming under your skin and that you have things under your skin, but... So, it wouldn't really surprise me if you could also hallucinate, like, gravel-related sounds. But the only thing is that it just doesn't really make sense. How would you be able to do that? And why isn't she feeling really sick? Because you would have thought if she was having a hallucination, she would be feeling like, I don't know, you would when you're high or something like that. But she's not. So that's really, really weird. The noise brought me back to reality. Don't come close. Kept walking towards me. It sounded like it was killing rebels everywhere as it walked. It was coming closer and closer. I was scared, so I said the same thing once again. And this time the glass door of the phone booth I was in started to rattle and shake, bang, making weird sounds as if being struck by something. I screamed loudly in fear and started running. I ran so hard that I felt my lungs were about to explode, and then I looked back to find the thing was no longer chasing after me. Hang on a second, that could actually be a hallucination, because she's feeling so sick that she could potentially be fainting, right? Hallucinations are caused, some of them I heard. I don't really know much about this, but apparently some of them are caused by lack of oxygen to the brain, so if you could think about it... No, if you could think about it, like, because she's running, and that's going to require, like, more blood flow to actually support her muscles, so as a result, more blood flow means more need to breathe, so more oxygen coming back in the body, and more it's supplying more sort of, I don't know, just areas of the body, including the brain. The brain's going to get more oxygen, but it's just going to do respiration there. So it's just going to be much more healthier. So I'm assuming that that could maybe be it. But I don't really know. It's just kind of odd that, like, she would be, if she had a lack of oxygen in her brain, and these hallucinations were just characterised by something she read. And why doesn't she report any feelings of feeling faint, feeling sick? None of them. Weird. Or does she, and I'm just being stupid? Come on. No, she didn't. Was it my imagination? There's no way it was my imagination. I definitely heard the sound of the gravel being kicked and the phone booth rattling. Okay, hang on a second. Okay, that is really weird. If the pebbles were objectively in different positions, if the pebble was in one position and after what she saw it was in a different position, that could actually mean these things are real. What the fuck? This is too weird. But I needed to calm down. Right then, I needed to make my heart stop beating so fast. I'd have to fight them eventually. The next time they appeared, I was going to strike back at them. I was going to squash their heads with my big hatchet. duty to do so. I wouldn't allow them to do whatever they wanted to. I saw the lights flickering in my... Lights flickering in my head again. I'm just lost for words. That means this... she could have seen these before. So weird. Oh my god. That is so weird. No, but the only thing is about this, hang on, the only thing is about this light related thing. She said that, so this thing here, this really weird creature, it could potentially be a memory of the past. There's something she's also seen in the past, but at the same time, I think it could be one of those things that have sort of been recharacterized, no, sort of, I don't know, rediscovered because of the scrapbooks. So I'm assuming, oh, I don't really know. I really don't know. I'm assuming because of the scrapbooks being there, she's actually been able to rediscover something. Dude, that is so weird. I mean, the only thing is, I don't really think these are hallucinations. Just the weirdest thing. What the fuck is that? Oh my god, I hope we find more out about it. And I kind of get the feeling that if we don't now, we're probably going to find more out about it in the later novels. Or at least I really hope we are. Dude, that was such an interesting read. It was so good as well. The whole dinner thing, paranoia. Oh my god, the paranoia was done so brilliantly. Everything just related to, like, you know, how she was actually feeling, how she was feeling, what she was feeling was going to happen versus what actually happened. Like, what? Oh, I don't really know, just like oisy things, theories. The theory about Takano-san I found especially interesting. I found it interesting about Kasei, the Sonozaki family, like their intentions, what they were actually trying to do. Oh my god, there's just so many things. And I'm going to find it really interesting to see tomorrow. Oh my god, tomorrow. Katie coming to dinner. Oh, dude, that is going to be some serious shit right there. Oh, dude, I can't wait for that. I'm so excited. And yeah, I think it's going to be really interesting to see what happens in that aspect. Like, is Nena actually going to trust Katie? Is what's going to happen with the Sonozaki thing, police thing? Oh my god, dude, there are so many things I'm so excited to learn about. Dude, this is such a good story, holy shit. Oh my god. And the weird creatures we've seen in them. I love that name for the tip. Actually the best tip name. Yeah, dude, that is insane. So much has happened today, dude. Oh my god, I just can't believe it. I really can't believe it. So, yeah, I'm going to end the video now. Yeah, we're going to pick this up tomorrow. And holy shit, dude, we're going to have the time of our lives. It's going to be so interesting. Right, see you guys. I cannot wait for tomorrow. Oh my god, that was... Oh, this is so good. See you guys.